Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I hope that everyone can hear me fine today. It looks like my audio is working. Let me turn down this background music just a little bit. Hopefully the audio balance is good tonight. I turned myself down just a little bit because I previewed the videos for tonight, and some of them the audio is not too good. So I lowered my own volume as a preemptive measure. That should hopefully solve that problem. Hopefully you folks can hear me. If you can, say hi. Say we can hear you loud and clear, Doc, because that'll let me know that everything's working. And if you can't hear me, well, then don't say anything, and I'll know that you can't. So let me just get started by welcoming you fine folks in. Hopefully we'll know that you can hear me this week. After last week, I'm a little bit nervous about the audio, because I thought I had it working right last week, but this week everything shows it to be working, so hopefully it is. Tonight we've got a great show planned for all you. Before I get back to welcoming everybody in, got a great show planned for tonight. Two videos today went live. Actually, everything basically is just all new content. Like, I didn't really have a ton planned, but today all new videos came out. So I got a ton of new content. New Rosie, new glitter and lasers. I think it's new Foodie, a day old. So yeah, I got new content from all the Gorls. So let's get it started, folks. All right. So let me welcome y'all in. Hippie Easter, welcome in, Hippie Easter. Hope you're having a great night. Everybody, please do so. If you're enjoying the stream, smash that like button. And it helps you to be directed toward future streams, and helps me out too, because it helps people to find the stream. Welcome in, Jamie. Hope you're having a great night. Grateful Life, good to see you. Grateful Life. Have a Suman, welcome in. No shark water this week, Jamie. Yeah, I forgot that one had audio on it. I didn't realize it would be so quite so loud. Welcome in, Steady C. Good to see you. Let me make sure I got everybody welcomed in here. You hear me fine. Excellent, excellent. It's not too loud or anything. Great. Welcome in, Sarah C. Princess. Good to see you. Yes, and if you'd like to participate in the chat, be sure to set it to all or recent messages. I forgot, but there's yeah, if you go look at the top of the chat window, there's a setting, and be sure to choose the one that is not top comments if you would in fact like to see all of the comments. Welcome in, Blue Hoodie. Hope you're having a great night. Oh, and Blue Hoodie, as a channel member, I know we've got a few channel members in here, Jamie, Hippieista. I'd like to apologize for last week. It was kind of last minute. I like to do the members stream on the last Saturday of the month, and I just kind of ran out of time last week. So it's been pushed up to this weekend. You're going to get 2 member streams this month, one at the beginning, one at the end. This is the one, this Saturday is actually the 1st or the 2nd of May, but we're just going to do the one for April and May. So hopefully that works out. I have some fun body cam vids. I've got one that this guy is just so obnoxious, and it's funny. It's funny. Like, I mean, you know, sometimes body cams are like depressing and like they're violent and upsetting, but this one's, at least one of the ones I got, is absolutely hilarious. So, oh my goodness, Grateful Life. I might have to put an 18+ warning on here tonight. Like, seriously, like it could traumatize people. Like, I watched it. It's 8 minutes that, I mean, it's the 8 minutes that you can edit out of a movie to get it an R rating, right? Like that's the kind of situation it is. Oh, is it? I think that's StreamYard, because that happened last week too. I don't know what's going on with that, but StreamYard has just been screwing up, and hopefully it'll fix itself. But that's just StreamYard. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with that. Last week it should hopefully fix itself. Hopefully it won't be bad for too long, but fingers crossed it'll fix itself in a few minutes, because sometimes that does happen. Yeah, I don't know what the heck has been going on with StreamYard. I don't use the paid service, so I can't complain too much. Well, hopefully it'll clear itself up in not too much time. Hopefully that'll fix itself, because last week it was just it was like for 10 minutes, to be fair. It was like for 10-20 minutes, but it was not for the whole stream. Okay. Give it a chance to correct itself. I'm going to go pull up a video. I'll be getting started in just a moment. So let's start off with Rosie's vlog. I'm frustrated about the audio, but I'll do the best I can. Hopefully it'll clear up. So we got Rosie, Quirky Love Rosee. Quirky Loves Grifting. Rosie, anybody unfamiliar with her, she has just been pretty insufferable lately with her new boyfriend, Remy. I don't hate that she's in a relationship with him. I really don't. I kind of am happy for her. I'm happy for him. But the way that she's constantly trying to frame it as if all these people online are stalking her and attempting to harm her and attempting to harm her brother, and there's gang stalking, and there's just all these absurd allegations. But before we can get into all of that, Rosie just posted a new vlog. This is part 7 of her Texas trip that she went on a few weeks ago. Let's give it a look. It's not going to be too long. So let's check it out.
In this video, it's just kind of the lead up and the aftermath of me meeting my boyfriend's family. And I talk a lot about his mom in this.
And hopefully the audio balance is good.
It's because, like, that was kind of, I was very focused on how that was going to go and what her opinion of me was going to be and everything. Hope you guys enjoy. This is, I don't know, vlog 7, I think. There's a few more to come.
And hopefully the audio balance is good.
And eventually I'm also going to get into editing, like, the members only stuff. Make sure to check out the Texas Vlogs playlist if, like, you're coming in.
The Glitter Files. Welcome in, the Glitter Files. Glad to have you. I watched I just subscribed to you the other day. Glitter Files here does some great videos. If any of my mods want to post a link to Glitter Files, very happy to do so. But yeah, everybody, be sure to check out the Glitter Files. Glad to have you here tonight. All right. So yeah, let's get back. We're gonna actually do some glitter and lasers coverage later. So yeah, but we're starting off with a little bit of Rosie tonight.
All of this and you're confused. This has been like a whole arc of the 2 weeks. The 2 weeks visit with me meeting my boyfriend Remy in person for the first time and kind of how all that played out in terms of like what I'm sharing, because obviously there's a lot that I didn't share. And a lot of time where we were just spending time together. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, I don't have time to like grab my lighting and stuff, sorry. I just made a bunch of strawberry topping. It's this with a little lemon juice and sugar. He babysat it for me because I just got out of the shower and...
So anybody not familiar, Rosie went on a trip to visit her new boyfriend, Remy. Rosie has a history with, like she says, she has a history of stalkers. She has a history of trauma. She has a history of people online pretending to be people other than who they are, a history of being catfished. She doesn't feel safe. So she met this guy, and like a week later, she's going to visit him like for 2 weeks because, you know, she's agoraphobic, so she just likes to do stuff like that. Being very sarcastic for anybody not catching on. So this is her in Texas. And she's cooking up a bunch of strawberries here. I don't know much else about what's going on, but just wanted to give you that preface.
Blue dried my hair for the most part. It's going to be like 83 degrees today.
At least her hair doesn't look too dirty.
I'm nervous, like, about how hot I'm going to get. I wanted to show you guys the cheesecake.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
So I'm not gonna put the strawberry topping on top. I don't have any gelatin or anything to set it, or like, because I could blend this and all that, but I'm gonna just leave it as is. This is the cheesecake. I'm gonna try to...
So cheesecake, anybody watched her, I didn't cover all of her vlogs, but I think it was part 5. She did a lot of cooking. I watched her make this cheesecake. It has no less than 2 pounds of sugar. It's got like a crazy amount of sugar. Obviously, it's cheesecake. It's going to be very caloric. But Rosie, just everything she makes is super fattening. It's not a mystery why she's as big as she is.
Unwrap her. Oh, babe.
Very, very nice.
So we are going to do 3 slices for them. Oh!
Typical Roz.
It's okay.
No, it's not. It's really not.
It really is. I promise. It will taste it.
You know how you're a perfectionist, babe?
And I got to ask you folks, would you want to eat this cheesecake? I'm not a big fan of cheesecake, but Rosie's cooking in general, I don't want to bias anybody. I should probably make a poll for that. Let me make a poll for
I
that.
understand. Like,
Me too.
you messed up, but it will
I-
taste
you-
exactly the same.
But it's impressions are everything.
Well, I can fix it. I'm trying to look for the grapes right now. Like, we bought the
It's in a
box
big,
grapes,
babe. It's in a big white bowl. This is better. So this is the grape salad. Honestly, I like to mix it up a little bit. I normally eat this with a spoon, to be honest, but live your truth. Here we go. Here, I'm not gonna mix it up here for you. I'm gonna just have you chase.
Is the video
Taste
working?
this?
Hopefully.
There you go.
All right, so I'm making up the poll right now.
Huh? What do you think?
I'll give an option for all of them. I'll give an option for foodies.
Oh no.
No, I like it.
Okay.
No, it's good. It's just, I've never had something like this before.
I know, that's like the first time I
Yeah.
had it, I was like, it's just like mind blowing. Like grapes and a cream cheese
No, I like
coating
it.
with pecans. It's so good.
I actually do like this, okay?
Yeah,
Here's
babe.
what we're gonna do.
What we're gonna do?
We're gonna put this slice back. And
Okay.
then we're gonna do it again.
Perfect.
All right, I put up a poll.
Thank you. Thank you for indulging me.
I'll wait until you're done.
Thank you. Okay, this is about half the grape salad.
Yeah.
Perfect.
For,
Because I'm sure she's gonna cook for us. So this is just stuff they can have another time.
Yeah, the
Oh,
light
there's a
on this.
dip.
What is the video setting on this?
You know what the dip is?
Great point, Steady C. What the heck is this video setting? Like it's like I know Rosie's very very fair skinned, but she's not iridescent, is she? She's not supposed to be iridescent.
Ooh.
And I mean, I'm not an expert on dermatology, but I feel like Rosie's neck just looks kind of dirty. Like, is that like because of like dirt, or is it just because of like something else? But it looks like it's dirty. am I seeing something that's not there?
That's cool.
It's meal prep.
That's cool.
Ugh.
Okay, but see, oh no, I'm gonna have to eat a little hole out of the middle. Dang.
And again, I don't want to be be rude or cruel, but her body is just freaking me out. Like she's like losing any human shape. She just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and her profile is now like it more resembles like the Michelin Man or Slimer.
Damn.
No.
That just sucks for me, dog.
And what is she eating there? Just a pile of cheesecake and fruit?
This is gonna take more than one forkful to make a room.
This is the strawberries with the cheesecake
think
mixed
it'll work.
together?
It's so good when it's chilled.
It is pretty
It
cool.
could
lot of
honestly
them.
sit on the counter for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
A little too
Ooh,
cold.
I didn't consider that. Thank you, Glitter Life. But now that you jogged my memory, I have heard of that. I forgot what it was called. I think it's acanthosis. That word, acanthosis something. Is I saw that. Elizu mentioned that before. A condition where your skin can discolor.
We are in the middle of getting ready to leave. I am so nervous.
Slimer head.
Hi.
That's
what it was. Thank you, Sarah C. Acanthosis nigricans.
Cleo was literally slept with us last night. I was so excited.
Thank you.
Is this
I know
starter coming down?
I heard that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, please.
Smarter, not harder.
Tea. All right, guys.
It's impressive how she moved over to this guy's house and just completely took over his kitchen. And I noticed some of you also said this. He didn't seem to like the cake that much. I get the impression that Remy's just not a big eater. I mean, he's very thin, and that could be mostly genetic, but he doesn't seem to eat a lot. And he doesn't seem to be like a foodie. I remember watching her cook and him like eat with her, and basically every time like she would give him something to eat, like he was always like, it's okay. You know, like he never seemed to really, doesn't seem to
My
be too
third
into
time
food.
wearing this dress. Because I seriously should have packed up.
Holy crap, is she wearing a bra? I didn't know she owned one. Hold on a second here. Let me speed this up just a tiny drop. Rosie, I really like that look. I like that look
Alright,
with
guys.
the bra. I think you should try that again.
I'll see y'all later. Bye. We're about to head out the door.
That is a good look, Rosie. That is, yeah, that's a big improvement. You should wear one of those more often.
This is my third time wearing this dress.
It's your third time wearing a bra.
Because I seriously should have packed a little differently, but that's neither here nor there. I love this black dress. It just actually came out of the dryer. I'm nervous. I have my dry shampoo. I literally like washed my hair 2 hours ago, but it is over 80 degrees. It's 83 degrees right now. I'm nervous. Or like,
Hey, Steve, having trouble keeping up with the heat. I can tell you right now, that is something that can happen. As somebody who's lived in Florida, sometimes the heat gets bad. But come on now, let's be realistic for a second. Who really thinks that Rosie is not experiencing perspiration because of her lack of fitness? She's so out of shape. She can barely even, stand up and walk to the fridge without being out of breath. So it doesn't take a lot of imagination to see how come she's all sweated up in even mild heat.
really about to walk up the door. I love your outfit. God damn. Anyway. He's got,
Oh, that's a good point, Blue Hoodie.
And I think we're gonna hit Dutch Bros, and then we've got quite a trek ahead. The vibes are vibing. I'm a little nervous. The vibes are slightly nervous. But other than that, we Gucci. You know what I'm saying? This was such a
Hey, if I can shame Roz for being fat, I can shame him for being skinny, right?
good
I mean, seriously, I for a second, I almost thought well, I mean, it's, I shouldn't make fun of him for being thin. But you know what? I cracked on Rosie for being fat, so screw his skinny ass.
Hey, we got this at the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
I just like that. I love that outfit though. I like it.
Like this?
Yeah, it's blocked by the grocery bag, not the arms. All right, I'm ready to go. Do we need anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, she's a lot older.
Cargo in the back seat. We still
know.
haven't taken those sodas up. That's neither here nor there.
Maybe she kind of thinks of him as a son or like a younger brother. Like she does kind of baby him a little bit. I mean, not that Rosie is like the motherly type. I mean, you could maybe say she looks matronly, but I don't think of her as like somebody who's like, she doesn't have a lot of mothering instinct. She's not like a, but she does like to cook a lot. I guess that's a form of like homemaking.
Okay, so we actually just turned back around because I forgot my glasses.
He's a little guy.
And he pointed out, he's like, oh, you should have brought your glasses. Oh my God, I should have. He also mentioned I forgot my necklace, so he literally just offered to turn around and run up and grab them for me so I can wear them because I'm going to throw some dry shampoo in my hair, even though I literally just
I'm slowing it back down. I sped it up a little bit, but she's talking so fast I can't understand her. All right, we're going to try this again at normal speed. I'm sorry.
My glass turned back. Still haven't taken those sodas up. That's neither here nor there. Okay, so we actually just turned back around because I forgot my glasses and he pointed out, he's like, oh, you should have brought your glasses. Oh my God, I should have. He also mentioned I forgot my necklace, so he literally just offered to turn around and run up and grab them for me so I can wear them because I'm going to throw some dry shampoo in my hair, even though I literally just...
The dry shampoo, girl, I know you love the dry shampoo, but if you could use some regular shampoo, you wouldn't need so much of the dry stuff.
Washed it. I'm so paranoid about looking sweaty. It is really hot. Today is the hottest day so far. Listen.
And is this a new tattoo on her arm? Because I don't remember this one from before. I only remember the kitten, the cat, whatever. But I will say this one also looks like she drew it herself.
There he is. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. Oh, that's sexy.
She's only protecting what's important, Blue Hoodie. Oh, he's new. I didn't realize you were subscribed, Glitter Files. Thank you so much. I didn't even realize. Thank you so much for the subscription. Let me catch up on some chat really quickly. Yeah, he does. He is a bit of a young build guy. It makes him look even younger, right? Like it makes the age difference even more pronounced.
I'm not joking. It's fine.
You good?
Oh,
No.
welcome, Denise. Good to see you.
Well, you just got Dutch Bros. And so I got a new drink. I've been really loving the blended lemonades. So I've been doing a lot of the fruit punch and sour straw type shit.
The blended lemonades. Does she mean when she adds the cream to the lemonade? Anybody not aware, Roz has a concoction she calls dirty soda. It is absolutely crazy to think of, where she takes a soda and she adds heavy cream to it because soda is not unhealthy enough as it is. Or maybe it's just she's not getting enough cream in her diet. Maybe that's what it is. She's worried she's not getting enough cream.
This is the aquaberry blended lemonade with a light sour shot. It's aquaberry. I don't know if I said that. I think that's the order.
It was aquaberry. It was a blended aquaberry lemonade with half of a sour shot. That's what she said to me.
Perfect. Damn, that's still sour. Oh yeah, I'm definitely a half a sour shot girly. Oh, this is so good. What the actual fuck? Hi, editing Rosie here.
Now this angle is just kind of scary to me. Like how it literally looks like she does not have a neck. Like she does not have a neck right here. It looks like her head is just sitting on top of her body, and she's a snow woman. She's just like a ball on top of a ball on top of another ball. Like there's like how would could she is it even possible for her to look down? Like this is just how does she even breathe? Like this is just such a
There's a huge time jump where like I obviously didn't film. There was a part of this day that I like didn't talk about when in the following clip.
Well, welcome
and
in,
it was
Canada.
like
Cool.
the
Good to see
moment
ya.
I'm
No problem whatsoever. Glad to have you in here tonight. Glad you can make it. And I love that you're doing some gardening. Hopefully it's coming along well. You're planting some fruits, some vegetables. Yeah, but hopefully you're having a great night. And I have not ever used dry shampoo myself, so I can't say for sure. Oh, welcome in, Nancy. Missed you coming in there. I love sugar, but I can agree with you. Roz is, even for my tastes, she uses a bit much sugar.
met my boyfriend's mom in person for the first time. We pulled up, like I was super nervous, and I remember because I waited till we got there, and I think I just like quickly threw some dry shampoo in my hair and was like trying to get
Dry shampoo again? Like she used dry shampoo like every 10 minutes? Like I could understand like people were going hard at her for having dirty hair, but this seems like a bit of an overreaction. Like to keep putting it in there every 5. Is this like a compulsive hand washing thing? Like I remember when I was younger, like I used to like go to the gym a lot, and the equipment was really dirty. Or it was, I guess it wasn't like dirty, but you know how gym equipment is. It's always got like a layer of grime on there, no matter how much you wipe it down. So I was always washing my hands. Like I got like, and my hands like started to peel, and because I was washing them so much, it was like and I eventually realized it was counterproductive, and I stopped. But I'm just thinking to myself, maybe that's what's going on with her hair. Like she's developing a compulsion.
get out of the car like as quick as possible because I wanted to make sure that like in case she walked out, like I wanted to be ready, right? And so as I'm like getting out of the car is when she walks up, and so I'm getting out of the car, and like as I stand up, I look over to her like walking towards me, and she just had like the biggest smile on her face, and she was just like,
She's like, oh my God, you could stand. I'm so happy for you. When she saw Rosie stand up and get out of the car, she had a sigh of relief. She's like, oh, thank God. She's mobile.
oh my gosh, like you're so beautiful.
You're so mobile.
Like, she
Oh
said
my
all these
God.
really sweet things, and I was like, it's so nice to meet you. And we like she gave me a really big hug, and
No way. She could not get her arms around you. I don't believe it.
and then like as we were walking back in, she started immediately razzing Remy. It was like a whole thing. It was really funny. I wanted to share that moment because I was so nervous and I just didn't know what to expect. And
Oh, wow. I never realized that's what it was. But I mean, it makes sense.
I'll go into more detail in a little bit, but it's just, it was so incredible, like feeling so accepted, because that's not a feeling I'm used to in these types.
This is Roz. She just has such a hard life. She's never been accepted by another adult, you know. I mean, though, to be fair, if like, you know, I know we got parents in the audience. I'm not a parent myself, but I can certainly understand what it's like to have a loved one. And, you know, could you imagine if your son was like dating a girl, you know, and he's like, hey mom, I got a new girlfriend. I want you to meet her. And this is what he brings home. Like, I can understand why she was afraid that the mom wouldn't approve. Like, you know, like who would? But yeah, I guess I'm glad for, at least for Remy's sake, that it went smoothly, right? I mean, and for all my cracking jokes, Remy seems pretty inoffensive. Like, he just seems like a very mild, just regular guy. Like, I don't really have any, like, everything. I've yet to hear anything from him that like really upset me or bothered me. He just seems like a really mild. I mean, I think he's got very poor taste in women. But other than that, he seems pretty inoffensive.
Of situations that I've had in the past. So yeah, anyway, onward with the story because basically we're about to cut to us leaving his parents' house. So because I didn't vlog while I was there because, duh. Oh, hey, that works. Hun, I love your mom.
Yeah.
I love her so much.
Yeah.
She's amazing,
She's great.
dude.
Yeah, she's great. Y'all have a
Welcome
lot
in,
in
Quirky
common.
Love Rosee.
She just like,
Y'all can talk for
I was thinking the other day about why it is that I had a little bit of a dislike toward Rosie, and I think, and I could be wrong, this is just a hypothesis and it changes pretty regularly, but what I kind of hit on is I think she's a little bit more manipulative in the sense I think she's good at it compared to Rosie or maybe even Glitter or Amber. I think Rosie is just like, she's a better actress. Maybe that's the word I'm using. She's a better actress. When she does the crying thing, like she really like does a good job looking like she's really hurt and upset. Like when Foodie cries, it just looks fake. When Glitter cries, she can't even get a tear. When Roz cries, like she actually looks upset. Like I think she's a better actress than these other ones. So that at least is something that I think is relevant, at least in my opinion.
Of course.
she really loves me.
Yeah, she really does.
Welcome in, Nutty.
Like,
Good to see you.
And she really loved the food and your reaction to the cheesecake made me smile.
Yeah. It was really good. I loved your
I
quiche.
Thank you. I don't even know how to process all of that right now. I'm glad I was able to thank her because.
And what is with her camera angles? Like she's always so super zoomed in. She's always got like everything below her chin cut off. And it's whatever for doing a little vlog, but it really pisses me off when she does her cooking videos that she never shows what she's cooking. And she never even like shows the ingredients. She just has the camera zoomed in on her face the entire time when she's cooking. And does she think that's what everybody wants to see? Or is she like afraid to let people see the food because they're going to see how nasty it looks? Like, I don't even get it.
Seriously, my ex's family sucked. Like, I've never experienced anything like this. They just accept me.
Yeah. You're part of the family, honey.
It's crazy. I love your relationship with your brother.
Yeah?
So sweet. I really like your brother.
I love my brother. He's great.
He's so cool. Like he was making a lot of effort to leave his room and like be a part of.
No, yeah, he never does that.
I know,
for anyone,
I
really.
know.
Yeah.
But he made a big. I saw the effort. And I really.
I didn't know Remy had a brother. He says he was making effort to leave his room, but he didn't want to leave his room. I mean, I didn't know about the guy. Does he have perhaps some kind of difficulties or something that I'm not aware of? I mean, it's none of our business, unless they choose to share it. But could be interesting.
Hated it, and he was really funny. You guys are really funny.
He's
Oh, no worries,
It's really
Nutty.
sweet seeing that dynamic because like I knew you'd be a great brother, but like seeing that, oh my god,
We just kind of like mess with each other.
I know it was so
Yeah.
funny.
We
You
do
guys
that
had
all
me
the
cracking
time.
up. It was
That's our relationship.
so great. And
We
your,
get into, like-
dude, your stepdad's chili was
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of Rosie's deadly cleavage.
best chili I've ever had.
That wasn't his traditional chili. He was trying something new.
Yeah, I
like
know.
the meat.
It was great.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like 10 out of 10 on Yelp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This chili is well renowned.
What is this camera angle? Like, seriously, like, what the heck? Like, did she even realize the camera's on? Like, this is not I mean, and this sounds like a petty, nitpicky kind of thing, but she never has a decent camera angle. Like, it's always, like, the most absurd stuff. Like, she, like, just records random crap.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
beautiful.
six-
Did you, when she was talking goodbye, did you hear her?
It's
She
just
looked
blank,
at me and
almost
said,
a
like,
blank
thank you
screen.
for loving my son.
Yeah, I did hear that.
God, I
Yeah.
love your parents.
Yeah.
What is this?
I felt so comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I could open up,
They,
you know? Like,
they consider you to be part of the family.
I decided to share with them about, like, my ex's family.
I was surprised when you did.
Because I wanted them to understand, like, how much I appreciated
Yeah.
their actions. Like, the fact that your mom views me the way that she does after what that person messaged them.
Okay, here's a conspiracy theory, and Elizu mentioned this, and I think it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I've heard other people mention it as well, but I know Elizu mentioned this. That for anybody not aware of what Rosie here is talking about, she says, oh, your mom was still really cool with me even after everything that person said. That person she's referring to is a so-called online troll who messaged Remy's mom to share Rosie's backstory, basically to spill all of the tea, as people would refer to it, on her past relationships, her history of producing, the word for it, I guess you'd say X-rated content, her history of selling that stuff, her history of going to swingers clubs, her history of being very promiscuous, all of like her history of being manipulative and what else? Just selling out her friends and just all that kind of crap. But anyway, apparently his mom didn't care about any of that. I think that troll was Rosie herself. I think that was her way of breaking the news to Remy's mom in her own way, because mom was going to find out sooner or later, and this was Rosie's way of kind of, telling the mom and then being able to bond with her over it. Be like, oh, these trolls, I have all these terrible trolls following me. I'm so sorry they contacted you.
Bro, I can't put it into words what it feels like. I can't, like, because like that person sent like lewds of me to her and like said some crazy shit.
She didn't believe any of it. They didn't get to her.
They lost. The trolls can't win.
You proved them wrong just by being yourself.
Yeah. You proved that troll wrong, Rosie.
It went so well.
I can't believe how well that went.
So well.
So, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's almost like the troll was a straw man that you set up to easily knock down, to not only prove to Remy's mom about how not only are the trolls are real, but also that they can't break us up.
Wasn't a drop of awkwardness with any of them.
No.
Not even your younger brother.
No. Yeah.
He actually seems to really like. I got the energy.
Seriously.
He was like interested in like.
Yeah.
But he was still being.
with us.
I know he was being an aloof teenager, but like he seemed genuinely like the fact that he said like my aura was yellow. I looked at him like I was like, what?
I was surprised when he said that.
We had a moment where like no one else was around and I talked to him. I just asked him like a couple questions. And I just tried to make conversation.
I'm
I was
sure
like,
he really appreciated that. We stayed for much longer than I thought we would.
yeah,
To be
it's
honest.
about midnight. We should probably go.
Yeah.
It is currently midnight on whatever day in March it is. Yeah.
All right, so if anybody hasn't had a chance to vote yet, I got a poll up in the chat. I'm going to be closing it out soon. What do you folks think of the various foods by the Gorls? Would you eat any of them or not? Going to close out the poll in just a minute, so everybody be sure to get your vote in.
We're out in the middle of nowhere, Boneyville. There's like almost no light pollution. Yeah. And the stars, oh shit. The stars are fucking nuts.
It's almost as dark and dank as Rosie's cleavage.
I wish I could show this on camera. Like,
Why can't you?
Take a picture.
Why can't you show it?
Stupid. I made a mistake and I checked my internet comments.
Why would you do that?
You know what's funny?
What?
Everybody was, there's a lot of negativity. But you know what I was even thinking, what they were bitching about? They were making fun of me for grade school love because I used a photo of your hand on my face. I honestly laughed at that. That was dumb.
All right. As far as making fun of Rosie's relationship, what I make fun of, what I think is funny, is the way she's barely known him for just a month or two. And she's acting like they're complete, soulmates. They may as well just get married. But it seems like they don't even have anything in common. Like, what do they even talk about? Like, he likes to play video games. She likes to eat and gain weight. Like, he likes to see her get fat because he's a feeder. That's their mutual interest. Their mutual interest is Rosie gaining weight and sexual fetishism. That seems to be it. And if it's not, then what do they have in common?
And then some of my members were like 7 minutes is laughable.
And I will say, I think it's important to have sexual chemistry. So I'm not even like saying that's a bad thing. But is there anything other than sexual chemistry?
I was like, what? Like,
What about 7 minutes?
The members only clip I filmed was 7 minutes.
Like,
And they don't even know I'm planning to upload more. Like, I told them that I was gonna have to, like, hold off and wait. Because I'm here living life and, like, people are fucking stalking me in real life, bro. Like, they waited almost an hour between those two photos to take them. That's
fucking crazy.
creepy.
All right, what she's
That
talking
is
about
just so-
here, for anybody not aware, is the so-called gang stalking. Apparently, somebody took a photo of her and posted it online by a troll. That is, first of all, that's very silly. I wouldn't, I don't even know why people bother doing that. But if they do, Rosie, you've got a lot of followers. You have thousands of followers. You publicize every detail of where you're going, who you're going to see, why you're doing it, where you're going to be. If one of your fans takes a photo of you, it is what it is. It's not like they harassed you. It's not like the photo was in a compromising position. You're a public figure at this point. You want to be an online celebrity. You want to live the life of an influencer. You can't be upset when people facilitate that.
Oh, rare.
Yeah.
To see this many stars in the sky now.
There's still light pollution.
It's very hard to find this kind of view nowadays.
You see that over there? It's like changing colors. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's actually a planet.
Well said, Glitter Files.
Shut up.
I believe that's Venus. I believe so.
Are we looking at Venus?
I believe that's Venus.
I think you're right.
And I just want to take a moment here to say sexual chemistry is great, but there's a line between sexual chemistry and fetishism. And what's the difference? What's the line? The line is where it becomes destructive, where it becomes unhealthy, where it becomes destructive. Sexual chemistry, you're really attracted to your partner, they're attracted to you, that's great. I don't need to explain how that works. But when it's a fetish and it's based on something as unhealthy as somebody eating themselves basically to death, that's not good. It doesn't matter if that turns him on. If what turns him on is seeing his girlfriend eat herself to immobility, that's an unhealthy fetish. That's a sick fetish. That's not the same thing as being into big booty or big boobs or being into long hair. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to have a preference, but it's another thing to have a fetish. And that's the difference. When it becomes unhealthy, when it becomes self-destructive, that's the difference. And that's why I call it out. And that's why I don't think it's good. That's why I have a problem with this.
Because Venus changes.
Wait,
color.
is it?
I'll be right
that
back.
one,
Gotta
right?
put on the AC.
Holy shit! Yeah, it's turning pink and whoa.
I believe it's Venus.
If the worst thing they can say about us is that we're immature, all right, cool. Let them. God, I love the let them theory.
I'm so happy at how that turned out.
Oh, what? Oh, the visit?
You meeting my family
Yeah.
really well.
Your mom really loves me, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
she does.
not me calling you bro again.
Mom really loves her. Okay, and I want to point this out here. Just to mention this, because I think this is very relevant. Remy's prior relationships prior to Rosie were with men. At least as far as I know. I don't know how many relationships that was, but at the very least, his relationship before Rosie was with a man. This is something that he himself publicized on Reddit. He posted about it himself. So I don't want to put anything onto his mom, but is there a chance his mom likes Rosie simply because she, his mom wanted to see him try dating women? I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying maybe that's possible. Some people do feel that way. So I just wanted to put that out there as to a possible reason why his mom might be so approving of Rosie.
Sup, bro?
What up? Yo.
It's like, well, what do I like? Hold on, it's like.
What? Oh yeah. I'm so bad at those
Yeah,
things.
hold on. Okay, so front slap, come over, back slap, fist bump. Yeah. Let's try it again. Okay. Cut. clap, fist bump. Yeah. Okay, one more time.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to start doing
Glitterfiles,
this
about
with you.
the
This is funny.
fetishism stuff.
You missed.
To be romantic, she doesn't want to spoil the mood of how romantic it is. And I'm not trying to critique people on romance. Like, I could be a dork. I'm sure if somebody videotaped me talking to some girlfriend of mine, I'm sure I've said some embarrassing stuff, but whatever. I mean, I'm not here judging that part.
You missed again. Whatever.
We get the vibes. I think I could live this kind of life.
Good point, Glitterfiles. I actually, something, that's a very valid point. That's a very valid point. Rosie is pretty darn toxic. Like a good man versus a woman like Rosie, I'd probably be happier if my son was dating a man too. If Rosie was the alternative, certainly I probably would too.
I don't
Yeah.
like this piece. Like there's just like within like a mile radius, there's like not a lot of people.
No.
Probably not even 20.
No.
Maybe 50.
The thing about that is you have to plan a road trip just to get groceries.
Yeah.
You have to plan for it.
Yeah. That's why they have like a storage room and stuff. Like, it makes sense. Yeah. I love your mother's house. Oh, yeah, so pretty. So well done.
She takes
on one hand, I like that we get to hear this vlog of the two of them talking. On the other hand, why the heck did she not even try to record any video?
And like decor and stuff.
You can tell.
As do I.
Yeah, I can tell you get that from her.
Yeah.
I wish I was like that. I struggle. Like, I don't know. And maybe it's a trauma thing for me. Maybe it's a way I was raised kind of thing. I'm not sure.
There is no video.
But like,
this is it.
This is the video. I struggle with like finding a vision and like conceptualizing spaces, like decor and things like that. Like, I just
not too much longer. It's
just look at the background.
Not too much longer. It's almost over. There's only like another 2 minutes.
Of like my house and stuff. Like, I think that's just very evident.
Well,
like,
I can hate that.
You bring out the best in me, and like the way you feel.
Oh, can you smell that?
That me, it genuinely like allows me to just like feel safe in that comfort and know that like none of this shit that other people are saying matters to me anymore. It used to matter so much to me, man. Even like, and I think
I'm actually going to start pulling up the next video while this is playing out. I'm going to pull up the glitter videos. We got glitter files here, and we got a brand new video from Glitter and Laser. So this is a perfect time to cover it. So I'm going to go pull that up while this Rosie video finishes playing. There's just like a minute left.
It stopped mattering as much a little bit before I met you, just because I was jaded and angry and hurt and afraid all the time. And I felt so alone. And I just felt so hated and misunderstood. And I just never felt more understood by someone. I feel like you actually, like, you've taken the time to, like...
Okay, let's call this out for a second. I said it earlier, the elephant in the room, the feeder fetishism. She says how much he understands her and cares for her. They don't even have anything in common. I don't even think they don't seem to understand each other beyond having a lot of sexual chemistry because he is a feeder. He is into her being huge. He likes to watch her eat. He's into this stuff. And that's, I want to just be like, live and let live, but this is a destructive fetish. And it's harming people. So I'm not going to just say it's okay, right? Like, Remy, if you really care for Rosie, you wouldn't want to see her get so big that she's going to die. Like, if you actually care for her, you would say, Rosie, I want you to live.
Listen and understand me. And like, I feel like since the moment we met, you've understood.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely.
On a level that is just completely.
You got it. Thank you for the help, by the way.
Wordless. It's just intrinsic in us and our connection.
I feel like we've known each other for years.
Me too. I feel the same way. I know we haven't, but it feels that way.
I've been trying to make an effort to come out of my shell more.
Yeah. I've seen that effort in tenfold. A clip of us dancing together, I could tell. I don't think that's something you normally do.
No.
But I could see you, like...
Rosie, but we can tell by the looks of it, we can tell that's not something you normally do either. Come on, like dancing, you can't even like walk across the room.
Getting into it.
The last time I danced was at my friend's wedding.
Oh shit.
But it wasn't even like romantic or anything. It was just like a dance song. And I was just dancing with everyone else. But I don't dance.
I'd love to slow dance with you.
Crap, it's not showing the link for some reason. Let me
love
see if I can get it to
slow
show it.
dance
Let me pull this
babe.
up.
You wanna do something crazy?
What's that, honey?
Put on full for me.
It's not letting me see it, Glitter Files, for some reason. Can you try posting it once more?
Cheese and fried onions.
Oh crap, it just ended. Okay, that's that. Yeah, I did a, whoops, 1 second, please. Technical difficulties. All right. Because it's a playlist, it just immediately loaded the next video. Okay, yeah, the video just ended. That was it. There's no ending. It just ended and just went on to the next one. So that's that. That is the end of the Rosie video. And I'm sorry, Glitter Life, I can't find the link that that you posted. Let me check. It could just be a YouTube thing where it just doesn't let me, where it just automatically deletes links. That's possible too. Yeah, I think it's a YouTube thing where YouTube just doesn't let people post links if you're not a mod. Oh, I can make you a mod real quick. That's what I'll do. I'll make you a mod real quick and then you can post it. I think I could trust you, right? So let me set you up as a mod real quickly. There you go. Now you can post the link. All right, everybody, we're going to get this going in just a second here. There we go. All right, here we go. So shout out to the Glitter Files. And I'll post a link to your, if anybody mods want to post another link to her channel. This right here is the latest video from Anna, but Glitter Files was kind enough to edit the music out, which is really cool. So thank you so much for that. And now we can get the video without Anna's annoying background music. So thank you so much.
I'm just the girl next door. I feel like.
And by the way, warning, video warning, content warning. Oh, hold on, you can't see it. Let me make sure you can see the video. All right, now you can. Yeah, you can. Let me just adjust my windows really quickly. All right.
Pretty princess.
So here we go. And I also wrote a little introduction about Anna because a lot of people, last week somebody asked me, well, what's wrong with Anna? What's so bad about her? Why should I even care about her? And I said, that's a fair question. So let me share, who is Anna O'Brien? Who is Glitter and Lasers? This is an influencer with millions of followers, loads of brand deals, and a large online presence. She is someone who has made a career through using that influence for financial gain. These sponsors have included dodgy cosmetic surgeons, weight loss drugs, while pushing healthy at every size ideology, online mental health counseling through BetterHelp, overpriced sugary drinks from Starbucks, a workout app from Copilot, which she barely even used, endless skincare products, which don't seem to have any impact, and shampoos, which I think she just stores in her closet, as well as many other products of questionable value. But still, that wouldn't be a big deal. The issue is that she is serving as the big issue is the fabricated workouts from the Copilot app. Out of all the stuff she sells, that was the one that really turned me off to her. Why? Because she fabricated workouts she couldn't actually complete. She recently has been working out for real, but 3 years ago, she was working out for fake. She had a workout app and she wasn't actually completing the workouts. And that became obvious when she did one video where she attempted to complete a workout and she could barely even complete a set. Anybody her size who attempted to do the workouts she claimed were helping her would at the very least fail the workout, but they would be much more likely to suffer an injury. And they would quickly learn that their actual performance could never match Anna's lies. There's even more to criticize about her, but I think that's a good way to start. So I just wanted to share that little intro. Let's let the video go now. This is a video. She just posted this today. It's her latest fashion haul, and it's brought to you by who? Dodgy therapy online from BetterHelp.com, who she was shilling just a week ago. Because, of course, Glitter and Lasers can't do a video that is not directly sponsored. That is not directly sponsored, because she just can't do that. She just can't put out any content that she is not being directly compensated for. And she has the gall to say that her reactors are primarily motivated by money. Well, that is some grade A projection. So let's now have a look at perhaps one of the most unsightly things on the internet this year.
I'm just a girl next door. I feel like a pretty princess.
It's a fashion girl thing. I don't know. Y'all wanted a haul, so we're doing a haul. And today is one of my favorite types of hauls, which is a plus size bikini haul.
And by the way, Glitter's current size, and this is something I also neglect to point out, I don't like to watch her fashion hauls because I am a straight man. I'm attracted to women. And this is just like really not something I want to see. I don't want to see this Glitter and Lasers self. I mean, I like a little meat on the bones. You don't have to be a skinny mini to look good to me. You could be a bigger gal. But Glitter and Lasers is not, that just has a very unfortunate shape. The fact that this is her shape after multiple cosmetic surgeries. This is her shape after 6 months in the gym. This is her shape after years of doing everything she can to help her body. And this is the shape that she thinks is an improvement. She thinks that she's improving. She claims this shape will also fit inside of a size 2X. She wears a double extra large dress. I think that's what she said the other day. She had to size, what was it, size up to a 2X, or was it size down to a 2X? Either way, she's delusional. And if you do want to use her as a guide for your own clothing sizes, she won't even tell you what size she is. So you can't even use these fashion hauls for that purpose either.
It's just simply because I love a good bikini. I prefer it over a one piece. I think it's easier to get in and out of. I like that I can mix and match. And also I like that the top and the bottom can be different sizes. Now, before we get into some amazing swimwear, I just want...
Honestly, I'm not much of a fashion guy either, but I still do these hauls.
I'm working on improving myself the last couple of years. And I used to have this like all or nothing mindset when it came to improving myself. Like if I couldn't do something perfectly, then I shouldn't do it at all. Whether I was...
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely the truth. That's right. Because Anna is somebody who everything that she's done these last few years has been perfection. She doesn't do things half-assed, right? Like, remember when she was doing the 5K runs? You know, she did everything she could to be the best runner possible. That's why it only took her, what, an hour a mile? Something like that? It took her like an hour and a half to do a 5K. What else? All of her arts and crafts projects that usually look like crap. All of her diets that don't work. Oh, how about when she's in the gym? The fact that she never does a single lift with proper form. She is such a perfectionist, right? How about the fact that she can't ever have decent skin? Oh, she's such a perfectionist. She doesn't go outside the house with a pimple. What is she talking about? She's such a perfectionist that she can't go outside. No, that she always has to have her hair just perfectly done. Set, you know, she doesn't like anybody to see her unless she has herself just perfectly set up. It's all or nothing with her. This is a blatant lie. This is a blatant lie. There's nothing perfectionist about this woman except her need to obfuscate.
I used to have this like all or nothing mindset when it came to improving myself. Like if I couldn't do something perfectly, then I shouldn't do it at all. Whether I was picking up a new hobby or working on my mental health, it was...
Glad to see you, friend. And we just finished Rosie. We're about to cover the brand new Glitter and Lasers vid. But good to see it. And hopefully everything is going better with that toilet. I mean, if you need a leaky toilet, we got a video with Anna here. You know, it's pretty similar.
Like, if I can't do it perfectly, then what's the point of doing it at all? And honestly, that stuck with me a lot longer than I like to admit. What I've learned over time is that...
How's the audio balance? She sounds really loud to me. Is it Is the balance good with me or not?
Progress doesn't have to be perfect to matter. Even small.
Okay, I just want to point out this picture here. Even for Anna, this next look is especially hideous.
Progress doesn't have to be perfect to matter.
Like this right here. This is like I'm not a fashion guy, but this to me is like when I look up if I was to look up a picture of a femcel, this is what I would find. I mean, we got the limp, lank hair. We got the no bra. We got the face completely sunken into the chin. We got these big, I don't even know what you call this frame of glasses, but it looks absolutely terrible on her. This is just one of the worst looks I've seen in a long time. And this is also back when she was a lot smaller too.
Even small steps can significantly shift how you feel, and therapy can really help with that.
And again, this is a perfectionist.
Even small steps can significantly shift how you feel, and therapy.
She's such a perfectionist, y'all. She just won't even, do anything unless she does it perfectly, right? Like, when she gets dressed up, if she doesn't look perfect, she's not going outside the house because she has to have it she's a perfectionist.
Therapy can really help with that by giving you a space to work through things, to help you kind of visualize those next steps and to gain a new perspective. And that's where BetterHelp comes in. BetterHelp can make starting therapy easier. You can take a quick quiz, you get matched to a licensed therapist. And if that's not
okay, now here's the part, of course, where she shills the BetterHelp therapy because Anna can't do a video, like I said, that's not sponsored by some dodgy company.
Perspective. That's where BetterHelp comes in. BetterHelp can make starting therapy easier. You can take a quick quiz, you get matched to a licensed therapist. And if that's not the right fit, you can switch at any time for no extra cost. And I like that it's designed to fit your lifestyle, whether you prefer talking over phone, video, or text. If you've been thinking about trying therapy, this could be a really good place to start.
Is it designed to fit the healthy at any size lifestyle? Like if you tell them that you part of your problem is that you just that you don't have any weight to lose, so you can't relate to the other girls online. Is that something they can help you with, Anna? I just wanted to point out again here just how disingenuous this is. She's talking about therapy. This is somebody who clearly has a lot of unresolved issues. I don't know if Anna gets therapy, but if she does, it's not helping her any. So I don't really think that she's a very good spokesperson for the selling therapy when she's so out of touch with herself. I mean, she's completely delusional when it comes to her own life. How does she have any business telling other people to get therapy?
And click the link below in my description or go to BetterHelp/Lazers for 10% off your first month. And with that, let's get back into the haul. Okay.
Okay. So if you think you don't need better help, watch this video, traumatize yourself from looking at her bikini body, and then you will definitely need the services of BetterHelp. So this is her plan to make money. She's like, okay, here's where you can use my affiliate link to help me make some money from BetterHelp. I don't need therapy. Oh, you don't? Watch this. And then she does the bikini haul. See how clever it is? See how clever it is?
Let's get into it. This is a cherry underwires from top and a high waist cherry bottom. These are from Burlook. I love this set. I love Burlook.
All right, now before I go off on a tangent about, and I'm not gonna be totally just obnoxious and just try dunking on this girl because God knows she doesn't, it's beating a dead horse at this point. But I do want to point something out that maybe you aren't familiar with or maybe you haven't noticed in the past. And that is the incredible overuse of filters. It really stood out to me in this video because I previewed this one. I torture myself for you folks. Well, look at how when she puts her hands on her waist and then when she takes her hands away, it's like there's an empty space and the filter then fills it in. And you can see the same thing on her hips. When she shifts from side to side, you can see the filters kind of deleting the sides of her hips and then redrawing them in. And I'm going to put it in slow-mo later so you can really see what I'm talking about.
Like the Burlook. I love Burlook.
But look how when she turns sideways, how she gets smaller and then she expands again. So let me put this on slow-mo and watch how her body shape changes as she makes a quarter turn to the side. Watch this. Because this is pretty crazy.
Burlook.
Oh, let me mute it. So watch her body here. Watch how it's going to get really skinny and then it's going to burst back out again. All right, just give it a second. Here we go. Watch her turn, 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 turn. Look at how small she looks in the waist here. And then it comes out. And now you can see how big she is. A minute ago, she looked like her body size keeps changing. Look at how this disappears where she puts her hand. And watch what happens when she takes her hand away. See how it comes back? Look at that. Look at the right side here when she turns. Look right here. See this? Look at this. There, now it comes back in. I'm not an expert on filters, but even I can see there's some effery going on here. There's some uckery going on in this edit. So, with that out of the way, I encourage you all to go back and watch this at slow speed on your own, so you can really see the extent of the filtering. And with that out of the way, now we're just going to do a regular critique. I'm not going to do the whole thing slow-mo, but I wanted to show that little part in the beginning just so you can get an idea how egregious the filter. And look right here. Look right here. Look how this side sticks out like a foot past her midsection, and this side, it's like all, I mean, yes, she has angles helping her, but you can just look at how this thigh cuts in here on the side, and this one is like twice the size. Like this, there is some weird crap going on with these camera angles and these filters. So let me put the audio back on.
Burlick. I love Burlick. Can't say. I love Burlook because they are eco-friendly and they just have really great designs. I wish that they made more than swim. For some reason, they only make swim in plus. And I'm like, I would buy all of the things they make if they made them in plus. So right now, it's just swimsuits. And I
also think it's really interesting to see. Look how her legs smooth out. And then as she changes, the filter, the texturing and all of the cellulite and the lipedema and all of that just comes right back when she shifts position. And I'm not going to shame her for having an unattractive body at this point. I've already done enough of that. I'm just going to say, though, that I'm going to shame her, though. I will shame her for this, for the filter abuse. Because she's going to come on here and say, this is what a plus-size body looks like. I'm here to give girls and men and everybody a realistic example of what a 650-pound body looks like. But then she filters the crap out of it. So which one is it, Anna? Are you trying to give people a realistic look, or are you just trying to flatter your own vanity while you produce a sponsored post to put a few bucks in your pockets?
support them, so hopefully they get the drift that we would like them to make more.
I mean, how freaking cute is this? It's adorable. It's absolutely adorable.
I will say this. This suit is not bad on her. Like, out of all the stuff she wears, this, I think, is out of all the suits, this is the best one of all of them. But, I mean, why not wear sarong? Wear something to cover up that body a little bit. Like, it's just, like, why do you feel the need to show your body constantly all the time?
This is from Old Navy, and it's a very simple ribbed kind of creamish white.
All right, now, I don't think this is a good choice for her, because these are going to turn yellow and brown if she wears these for very long. Like, these are going to get really stained, knowing her.
Suit. And the reason I bought these is I have a pair of white linen, like,
as a guy, I don't want to like dog on her too hard, because it's going to come across wrong. So I'm just going to say I really don't think she looks good. I think that it's shocking, in fact, how she looks after 6 months of working out. She might look worse. Like, anybody not aware, she's been working out in the gym for 6 months. She claims that her body has had a lot of changes in the last 6 months. I mean, if she's changed her underwear, that's great, but her body looks worse, maybe. It doesn't look any better. And if she doesn't want to look better, that's her choice. But the 6 months in the gym for zero improvement, it just feels like I would be frustrated. I feel like I was spinning my wheels. The 4 plastic surgeries for no, I mean, look at her legs. Dr. Amron resurfaced her legs. Do these legs look resurfaced to you? Do these look like legs that you would want after getting cosmetic surgery? I just feel like the cosmetic surgery did absolutely nothing. If anything, it made her worse.
Pants that I bought from Old Navy on clearance last year.
What did he even do?
This year. I'm obsessed with them, and I just had this.
What did he even do?
Vision of like.
He cut off this flap in front of her knee. That's all he did. He cut off this little flap in front of her knee. That's all the doctor did. How many tens of thousands of dollars do you think got billed to insurance to remove this little flap in front of her knee?
Fat girl to lube, like the white pants, the white suit, some like seashell necklaces. It's just a vibe, and in my mind, it needed to be brought to life. So I will maybe show you the pants.
It does look like underwear. It really does. This doesn't look like a swimsuit. Like, is this going to turn see-through if she goes in the water with it? And I'll say that I don't think this outfit is cut badly for, I mean, this is as good as anything is going to look on her, but at this point, it's just give up.
The try-on, and if not, I promise to do a short styling this the way that like is in my brain, because it's solely the reason I bought it is for that moment.
Honestly, I don't know why I don't wear white suits more often. They look great on me. I love the way.
No shortage of confidence here. They look great on me. This is just, I mean, I don't think anybody wants to look like this. Am I wrong? I mean, I understand not everybody has the ideal physical shape, right? Everybody, and what even is the ideal shape? Everybody has their own version of what's ideal, right? Like somebody would say, oh, I like a real skinny, I like very physically fit. Somebody else would say, I like a more voluptuous shape. I like some booty. I like some more curves. I like some boobs. Everybody's got their own look. They like. This here, I don't think this is going to look good to anybody but a feeder. Just being real here, I don't think anybody but a feeder is gonna want to have this shape.
This looks. I just am so used to like going for color that I forget that this is a great option for me.
So this suit is actually was like a surprise that I love it as much as I did. I bought it on Amazon because I just needed a suit in the size down. And, Amazon comes in
Oh, Miss Nat, congratulations to you. Let's put some hearts in the chat for little Miss Nat and for anybody else, by the way. I know we got a bunch of people in here who, Jamie and a bunch of other folks who are really just doing the thing and working on their health. I know a lot of you folks have overcome a lot, addiction issues, all kinds of things. And I just want to say blessings to everybody, respect to everybody. And, you're in a place where we really appreciate and respect, try the right word for it, achievement, not just achievement, improvement. And just working on yourself, right? Just doing your best. And that's something that Glitter and Lasers is not encouraging, right? Like she likes to talk a lot about being a good role model, but I don't see her really putting the effort in. She does all this working out, but just from experience, I've done a lot of working out. I've done a lot of dieting. If you're serious, you get the results. You can't not get the results, right? Like you may not get the results you want, but you will lose weight. You will get in shape. You're going to get stronger. You're going to get fit. You can't, it's impossible not to, right? Right? Yeah, be the best you can be. That's what I believe in. Do your best. I'm sorry, Nutty. We need an 18 plus part here. Agreed, Wookie Lover. I don't think this is any better than her old look before the plastic surgery. And I agree with you, Jamie. I remember when I was at my heaviest, I was around 300 pounds, and I thought I looked like a house. I hated the way I looked. You would not see me with my shirt off. You would not see me, on the beach. I thought I looked like hell. Whether I did or I didn't, that's how I felt. And I just can't understand how glitter and lasers could feel anything other than that. Enjoy it, Nutty. You deserve it. Agreed, Sarah C. Anna has been working out in the gym for 6 months straight and has not lost a pound. She is not toned at all. She's had no, her appearance, and appearance is not everything. You know, some people simply look more fit than others. It's you know, it's kind of a luck of the draw thing. Some people are just going to carry their weight, you know, in ways that make them look more, you give the illusion of fitness. But there is just there's nothing here. There's been no improvement, no toning whatsoever. And it's shocking.
So I tend to buy a lot of stuff there. I love the color. I love the way it fits. I love that it has a lot of like extra support up here. Since I have a lot of loose skin at the bust line, it kind of...
That's not loose skin. That's not loose skin. That's what Dr. Aaron probably should have removed. To be fair, I mean, if I were and I said this before, if I were Anna's plastic surgery consultant, I would have advised her to get these side lumps up above her, up under her armpit. I would have said get that taken down, because that is killing her silhouette. It just is. I mean, that's an area that a little bit of change would make a big difference, I think. I mean, her legs, there's no fixing that. But this upper body, if she got that nipped and tucked, that would probably make a real difference.
Of like extra support up here, since I have a lot of loose skin at the bust line, it kind of keeps that in, which I really like. And it's just very, very good suit. Amazon constantly surprises me. This is just...
I do like the color. I'll acknowledge, I do think this is a good color for her.
Another example of that, because I wouldn't have expected to find something I love this much. Because usually their suits are really hit or miss, and this one is a banger, a hit, totally awesome.
Something about this suit makes me feel like Texas pageant queen. I think it's the hair with the earrings with the suit.
Texas pageant queen, more like creature from the Black Lagoon. This is dysmorphia, I guess, right? Like the same way that somebody can look at themselves and always think they're fat, no matter how thin they are. Anna's got the opposite, where she looks at herself and she's just not seeing what we are. She's not seeing it. And I'm not saying that anybody should be ashamed or hide their body. That's not what I'm saying. But there's a difference between being ashamed and hiding your body and having some modesty, right? Like, she could get some swimsuits that give her a little bit more modesty. She could wear a cover-up, a sarong. What do they call that? Like that see-through robe thing? Like I see ladies wear that. They wear it over the bikini. It's like a see-through, it looks like a see-through robe kind of thing, but it's not totally see-through. Like there's a lot of like, and I see women wearing this stuff. I see women having a little bit of modesty, and they're much more attractive than glitter and lasers. I mean, it's not even a comparison. But just in general, man, woman, whatever you are, I mean, just have some modesty, right? I'm not saying you got to cover up all the time, but leave a little to the imagination, right? I mean, that's my opinion.
But I feel very much like contestant number 3.
So this suit is from Target, and honestly, I bought the top in a 22, and I wish I would have bought it in a 20. It does like come up a little bit, but I think I can make it work. I might just sew some extra like loops in it. And then I just love the pattern on this.
And you can really see the filtering on this one again. I'm not going to do the whole slow motion thing, but look at how her hands, they make like her waist just kind of caves in when she puts her hands on there, and then when she takes them off, it fills back out. And also notice like when she turns, look at how this like mid area just kind of like goes in and out as she turns.
Make it work. I might just sew some extra like loops.
Yeah, like look at this part right here.
In it.
And there it comes right back in.
And then I just love the pattern on this. It's very classic, very like dainty floral. And
I do think these patterns are okay, but you can only do so much.
I hadn't really had like a dainty floral suit. I don't really think of myself as a dainty girl, and I guess
You're not.
Wanted to experience that. I'm not a dainty flower at all.
I love this.
John did a John got what was an unsung hero. I never realized how much good work he did, but he did a lot because think about it. Her body used to look better in the other videos. And I don't think that she was like in better shape necessarily. So John's filter work was better. And also the color bleed over. I didn't even point that out. Oh, the next one. On the next one, you're going to see like some really just bad video editing.
So I still feel like the top's a little big. I honestly would probably wear the bottoms all the time. And the top, I think it's a little too big.
Last two suits are also from Amazon. The first is this neon number.
This is neon. This thing is the color. I don't know what you call this. The visual effects or the color balance. That's what you call it. The color balance is jacked. Look at this. Like, that has nothing to do with how she looks, but it's just like what, like, I mean, I'm not a video editor, but even I could immediately see that this color is something wrong with this color. Like it's bleeding over.
And I just wanted the colors, so I grabbed this because I thought, oh, of course I need a hot pink swimsuit.
I do like the cut of this one because it covers up the sides. I think this is the most flattering cut for her upper body.
Like, this is me. It looks like an 80s jazzercise instructor, and that like is my ideal aesthetic when I'm in the gym or swimming or wherever. So this is a banger. It's actually pretty well sewn too. It does have the cups.
And again, you can see that the calves, this is something that before Amron, I'm broken record at this point, but it's shocking the difference between her two calves. I mean, look at that. The one on her right, our left, has to be double the width of the one on the right. And if you look at the ankles as well, the ankle is maybe she had an injury to that ankle, but it looks so much more swollen. It's concerning. Like if she were my family member, I would be concerned for her.
So this is a banger. It's actually pretty well sewn too. It does have the cups sewn in, so we'll see how that actually like fits on the boobalas. But I genuinely like it.
I mean, this is the suit of the summer. This is me. Mic drop, wear on repeat. I just feel like I'm glowing in it. I mean, it is neon, so that makes sense, but I feel fantastic.
You're glowing because the color balance is off, because you have the brightness turned way up. That's why you're glowing. Or maybe it's your high blood pressure. Wookie Lover here with a good reality check. If I had that many surgeries and spent all that money and still looked like a blob of melted gel, I'd be upset. Me too, Wookie Lover. Just to reiterate, this is after 4 liposuction procedures, after brachioplasty, and 6 months of strong woman training. For 0 benefit, 0 improvement, 0 anything. I think Glitter is trying to go for the granny couch look. Oh, thank you, Miss Nat. I'm not a real fashion expert, so I certainly could learn a few things. I agree. I think that the lymph system. Remember, she used to say, "I have lipedema, not lymphedema." Remember, she would always correct everybody. No, I do not have lymphedema. I have lipedema or lipedema. She would always correct everybody on that. Well, now you got both. Now you got both. It looks like it was dyed in highlighter ink. Seriously, that's perfect. Perfect analogy. It absolutely looks like highlighter ink. It is so overwhelming, the color.
The last suit, I don't know how it's going to fit because I've never purchased one from this brand before, but I was like, this is a really freaking cute suit. I need to give it a try. Now, it has this little like trim in the front and then here at the top. Is this the highest quality trim in the world? No. But
now this, as much as I said I like the cut on the other one, I think this cut is bad. I mean, as far as the bottoms, I don't think any bikini bottom can look good on her. I just think her body shape is terrible for a bikini bottom. I don't know why she insists on it. She needs like those shorts that like cover up some of the thigh. She needs to cover up her thigh somewhat. It's just her body shape is not ever going to work with this kind of high cut bottom. This top, like I said, I'm not an expert on tops, but the last one looked way better.
But honestly, with the print being so busy, it doesn't really matter that much. I kind of love this. Like, if this works, it's going to be such a cute moment. I mean, honestly, underrated. Well, I say this before putting it on. I might have very different feelings once putting it on.
I love the print of this one, but I don't think it's my favorite suit. Mixed feelings. I've got mixed feelings. Let me know what you think.
Are we getting that? Let me know what you think. And of course, she has a comment section where if you type in, you're not allowed to post comments. Now, to be fair, the comment section is open, but try posting a comment and see what happens. Not that I'm encouraging you to actually post one, but you get my point.
So that is our first haul of 2026. And it feels super appropriate that it was swim because I love a good swimsuit haul. I just want to be at the beach all the time. Now, I will be doing more hauls in the future, and I'll be using your comments to kind of make decisions about what I film. So let me know what you want to see. And
All I can think of when she talks about being at the beach, anybody else remember that time she tried to climb the hill of sand and she literally started crying because she got partway up the hill and she just couldn't make it? And she acknowledged that she finally had to do a reality check and accept how out of shape she really was. Well, here's another reality check. You were probably 50 pounds lighter in that video, Glitter. Maybe more. Like, you were definitely smaller then than you are now. Or if you're not smaller, I mean, you certainly were not any bigger then. We can agree on that. So there you go. That's the Glitter and Lasers segment for tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it, but it's not over yet. And let me take a moment here to thank all of the channel members. You're all very much appreciated. Thank you so much for your memberships. And I'd like to take a moment to call out Tier 2 member, Doctor's Associate, Canada Cool. Thank you so much for your Tier 2 membership. A Tier 2 membership entitles you to an individualized shout out every episode. So thank you to all of the channel members. And let me take a moment to thank also all of the chatters, all of the lurkers. You are all very much appreciated. And anybody watching the replay at this time, thank you so much. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I am now going to pull up the next video of the night. Let me get that. 1 second here. So keep yourselves busy for just one moment while I get the video here. I've got a short foodie and I've got a good Rosie vid. I'm going to do the short foodie clip, and then I don't know how much time we're going to have, but we're going to do some of the Rosie after that because I got a really short foodie one here. It's just a foodie grocery haul that I want to cover because I am a little sick of foodie in general, but I always love covering the grocery hauls. So let me get that. She's completely out of breath. Let me put up the volume. So here, we can hear her huffing and puffing as she brings the groceries into her house. She's not bringing them from her car. She's not bringing them from downstairs. She's literally just bringing them from the front door into her kitchen. And that is going to completely knock her out.
No.
So let me speed it up just a little.
oh my goodness, it's heavy. It's heavy.
Oh! Oh, wow. Grateful Life. And welcome in, Grateful Life. I didn't welcome you in earlier. I hope she would, but I don't think she would.
That was heavy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So heavy. So heavy. So heavy.
Glitter Files, I'm not really like an expert on fashion, so I'm going to take your word on it. But I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying, that for her age and her shape, those cuts just aren't very flattering. And I think that's at least what I'm getting from it. So I think I'm seeing what you're saying. Some of the prints were not so bad. I thought that the blue one, the teal one, I thought that color looked good on her at least. Wookie Lover with a really insightful comment on here. This is something that I agree with 100%. Somebody who's already struggling with their health, like Anna, read your comment. You start doing surgeries on a body with autoimmune disorders, and you're going to screw S up because the body reacts in a negative way to that. I totally get what you're saying, Wookiee Lover. If surgery, if you're healthy, can be a dangerous risk at times. But if you're already in poor health, you're asking for problems. Just asking for problems. So I'm going to put this on and try to catch up on the comments.
No.
Yes, with the shorts.
That was so
Absolutely.
heavy. Wow. I carried all of them at the same time.
It was. 100.
Hey, Chelsea. Stand on his back.
Let's see what you got here.
Hey, Chelsea. Stand on his back.
Oh, she's not even showing. She'll show us, I guess, in a second, I hope.
My groceries are heavy, man.
Your groceries are not heavy, Foodie. You're just incredibly out of shape.
Okay. I'll show you what I got.
Please do. And how's the volume balance? Is it maybe just a tiny drop loud? Let me turn it down just a little.
I got a bag of ice. You don't need to see that.
Bag of ice.
Is that a shelf? What's going on?
That's a shelf butt. It's a frog butt. And Foodie's rear end, it just keeps, Foodie just sinks lower and lower and lower every year, just like her booty. Completely out of breath. Jesus. She needs oxygen. Seriously, Nancy. She needs an oxygen tank.
Let's take this off for now.
I'll share a little story. Back when I was at my heaviest and I was trying to get back into, I was in the gym. Back when I was really heavy, I'd gotten into working out, as a way to try to get some health back. I would be so out of breath in that gym, I would almost pass out. Seriously, I would almost pass out. The first 2 months when I was getting back, when I was working out, when I was still really heavy before the weight started to come off more, I almost passed out. I maybe almost had a heart attack in there. I probably should have checked my blood pressure because it probably was not good. But I was young enough that I got away with it. But yeah, it probably was scary to look at me. But thankfully, I persevered, I pushed through it, and now I feel healthy. But that was me in a gym. That wasn't me picking up groceries, right? Even at my heaviest, I was out of breath, yes, but that was from working out. It wasn't just from carrying a bag of groceries across the room.
Okay. I got... Yes, it is.
It absolutely is sometimes. Hamburger helper. So what kind of flavor did she get? Lasagna. Hamburger helper is kind of first off, hamburger helper is one of those things that if you can't afford better, hey, enjoy it, right? You could certainly do worse. But it's not especially good. The one thing I will say I do like about hamburger helper is because it's a dry pasta and seasoning mix, there's not a lot of oil added to it. When you buy pre-made foods that have a packet of sauce, a lot of times that sauce packet is just full of nothing but oil and margarine and shortening. If it's a dry seasoning mix, you can add your own milk and butter, so it'll be a little bit healthier. So yeah, hamburger helper, it's maybe not, it's got a lot of chemicals, but it's not super fattening.
Oh my god! What? What's this?
Celery.
Spinach? Look at this fresh spinach.
Oh, spinach. Okay.
Yummy. I have no more wild blue.
So a sack of frozen blueberries. Okay. Fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, frozen fruit. That's a good start.
Blueberries. So I got some of those. I have no more nut butter, almond butter.
Almond butter. I am not a fan of almond butter on a weight loss diet. I think almond butter is good. It's nutritious. It can be healthy if you're looking at it from a nutritional perspective. But from a caloric perspective, almond butter is loaded with calories. It's got a lot of fat. It can be healthy fat. I think there's omega-3s in there. But either way, foodie, you need low calorie. Nut butter is a weight gain food. Bad choice.
Don't need
Seasoning. Can't go wrong with seasoning.
that. Yes, my favorite
What even is this? A stick of cheese?
chicken sticks.
A chicken
Protein
stick?
chicken sticks.
What's that? Oh, okay.
That. Yes, my favorite chicken.
A protein chicken stick. I'm going to assume that that's just salted chicken meat. It's probably got like a lot of fat in there, but I don't really like these as a choice. I mean, I guess you can do worse because they do have some protein in there, but I don't think this is a good choice when you have the option of eating it, fresh chicken or fresh meat. This is the kind of thing that I would take with me if I was, on a hike, if I needed something to keep in the closet for an emergency, but I don't think this is a great choice for daily food.
Sticks. Protein chicken sticks. Kraft dinner, extra creamy.
All right, Kraft mac and cheese. Again, I do like that it's a dry mix because it doesn't have oil included, but Foodie is going to add like a ton of mayonnaise and butter and oil and extra, American cheese and Velveeta, and by the time she's done, it's going to be 10,000, not 10, it's going to be 2,000 calories plate of pasta by the time she's done. So no, I don't like it.
Oh my god, not green bananas again. I can't deal. The last time they didn't even ripen.
Is that even possible for bananas to never ripen? I've never experienced that.
Well, gourmet chicken sausages.
Chicken sausages. This is one of those things where on one hand, okay, it's chicken. On the other hand, Foodie, why are you buying sausage? Like seriously, like sausage, get chicken is healthy. Chicken sausage is not. Like if you want to get chicken sausage because you like the flavor, that's fine. But don't think for 1 second that chicken sausage is some kind of, super healthy snack. It's still sausage. It's loaded with fat. Tasty, but loaded with fat.
Chicken, sweet pepper and mozzarella chicken sausage. They're really good. I wanted halal beef. They didn't have it, so.
They didn't have it, so I just got it anyway. I just got regular beef. She wanted halal beef, but they didn't have it. Let me catch up on some of these comments here. Oh, welcome to Here You Are. Yes, perfect choice. Nut butter is an excellent choice to go there hiking. Chicken jerky is loaded with salt. Can be a little high in sodium, yep. Now that is something I've never even thought of. Is it good? I hope it is. Oh, for Hamburger Helper? Makes sense. Mac and cheese kind of stuff. It's really about how much you add. Okay, so let's keep going here.
Another one. They're really good. I wanted halal beef. They didn't have it.
I love that. I wanted halal beef, but they didn't have it, so I just got regular.
So
yeah. I didn't know that it was negotiable. See, silly me. I thought Muslims kept halal. I didn't know it was more like a suggestion. I thought it was like a requirement. Silly me, right? Who knew it was just more of a, well, you should try to eat halal, but if you can't, whatever, if you got a little pork, it's cool. Foodie. What even is that? Like, it's okay to go to eat non-halal beef. It's only a matter of your eternal soul.
another one.
And it would be one thing if you ate non-halal beef because you didn't know, or you ate it because you were starving. It's another thing to eat it just because you're lazy. I mean, like, you could have gone to a Muslim grocery store and found halal beef. You just didn't feel like it. It's too lazy.
These better ripen. Parmesan cheese. Okay, let's put these in the bag with bananas.
All right.
I know. I don't like the green ones.
They got to train to get up to that
I hate
level.
the produce in Canada.
She hates the produce in Canada. Foodie, what are you comparing it to? And that's something I want to mention too. The other day I heard Rosie hating on America. And Rosie's always hating on America. And I'm not going to say America's perfect. Far from it. America's got a lot of problems. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. But does she really think that if she just goes anywhere else that things are going to be so much better? Like, Foodie, do you really think that the produce are so much better everywhere else? Like, where are you comparing it to? Are you comparing it to, you know, like seriously, like produce in Canada and America is pretty darn good overall. Is it better in some places? Sure. There's places where it's better. But there's a lot of places where people can't even get fresh produce at all. So just consider that, Foodie, and also consider the price. A lot of places, the produce may seem affordable to you, but is it affordable for the people, the locals? So just consider that.
I seriously hate it. It's shit.
All these fresh fruits and vegetables, it's shit. It's hard. It's crap. Foodie, you are so damn spoiled and so privileged to have fresh fruits and vegetables 365 days a year in a country that's not that far from the Arctic Circle. No, it's crap. I hate this produce. Fresh tropical fruit in a temperate climate. Oh, it's crap.
Hi.
Thank you.
All right. Avocados and bananas. In the bag they go. Every other city we go. Every other video. Selection brand. Parmesan.
Right on, Grateful Life. And if Foodie doesn't like the produce in Canada, why doesn't she go to a different store? Go to a farmer's market. You know, there's more places to shop in Canada than the store across the street. There's more places to shop in Canada than Walmart, you know? So yeah, darn right. And if she can't find halal beef, why doesn't she try going to a halal butcher?
Okay, I also got...
Thank you, Glitter Files. I don't like to get, you know, I don't like to get preachy or start talking about, you know, with different countries and all that, because sometimes that can, you know, become controversial. But I don't think there's any controversy in what you're saying right there. I think that is a very, very good point, and it's frustrating when Rosie complains and says, "Oh well, you know, I anywhere else it would be so much better." I'm not saying there's no place better. I'm not going to pretend that that everything's perfect here. Far from it. But get some perspective. Have some perspective. Go to another country. I mean, Foodie has been to other countries, in fairness, but she neglects to consider that when she was in Syria, the produce that she was buying was unaffordable for a lot of people who live there. Right? And in Kuwait, some of the produce was good, but I remember her mostly just buying crap. Exactly. It's not sweet enough, right? Doesn't have enough sugar.
A thing of iced tea. A thing of milk.
Some fresh milk. Can't go wrong with that. I won't hate on that. Milk's a good choice.
Some flow waters. A thing of silk almond milk.
Almond milk. Now, I think almond milk is a good choice if you're lactose intolerant. It's tasty. But as far as protein goes, there's not a lot of protein in there. So I always like to mention this. If you are lactose intolerant and you can't have dairy milk, be sure to supplement your protein if you are using non-dairy milk, because sometimes it can be low in protein. With that out of the way, Foodie, you've already got fresh milk full of protein. Why do you want to add the almond milk as well? You're not lactose intolerant, and you don't need the extra cows.
Gotta be unsweetened, yeah. 0 sugar.
Right on.
What? What the hell? with high cellulose.
That's right. I forgot about that. She used to go to the She used to go to that stupid, or not stupid. She used to go to the. I'm sounding like Foodie now, calling everything stupid. She used to. She used to go to the food bank in Kuwait, and she used to get like the cheap old produce there. I totally forgot about that. She would get like 40 oranges, but they would be old and nasty. And then she would go and shop at the regular grocery store after she got the free vegetables. So she was really double dipping on that. That was pretty shady.
This has cellulose. Cellulose, me too. I like it. I don't know. It's just tree, isn't it? It's still a plant. Cellulose is like vegetable fiber that's not digestible, isn't it?
I've never actually had it. I've never actually drank almond milk, so I couldn't tell you. I know it's not high in protein, so I don't recommend it. But I do know people who love it, so I've heard it's good. So I can't really say. But I'll take your word for it. Though I have heard people who say they love it. How cheap it was. She misses getting that free food bank.
Parmesan cheese, milk, salt, bacterial culture, microbial enzyme. This is what they're saying, the Parmesan cheese. Cellulose, salt, sorbic acid. There is cellulose, yeah. Doesn't bug me.
Cellulose is just fiber. I mean, it's just like fiber. The scientific definition of fiber, I believe, it's just the cell wall of the plant cells that make up the vegetables and the plants. The fibrous cell wall. I think it's called the epithelial layer. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I took biology.
Yes, I read it. I read Millie's comment. I was like, what the hell? One of my waters broke.
Your water? No, I think she means a bottle of water. Is that a? Oh, that's her oven. I was wondering what that was for a second.
I don't know which one. Oh yeah, and shredded cheese too.
Great point.
People are like, there's sawdust in your cheese, so who cares?
If Foodie worked at a food bank, she'd start embezzling. I don't think it's a good idea.
It's natural.
She'd run some kind of a pyramid scheme.
My water broke. Call the ambulance. Can you apologize for calling Amber a chicken sausage weirdo? I'd rather not.
That's what I'm here for. I try to be.
I remind you of your mom. Really? Aw. Was your mom a good mom? Go Pickles! Go clean your room! Hey, Janica.
Good point, Wookiee Lover. And I'll admit that I can be guilty of that sometimes. I think that's a human thing. We're sometimes we want to cheap out and then we complain about what we get. But it's important to remember that if you cheap out, you get what you pay for sometimes. I'm not saying we should be willing to overpay. Oh, and speaking of overpaying, some news. I heard that Frito-Lay recently had like some kind of a shareholder meeting or a marketing meeting or whatever, and they said they were going to start cutting down prices because they'd finally stopped making money from increasing prices. People had finally said enough is enough, and they stopped buying chips. They were like, I'm just not going to pay this much for a bag of chips, and people just stopped buying them. And their sales finally started to go down. So I'm proud of you people. That's what I always say that. You can't, if you don't like the price of something, that's not a necessity. If it's a necessity, that's a whole different ballgame. But if it's something like a bag of chips, if you don't like the price, just don't buy it. Show them that you're not willing to pay that price.
You need your hubby there. 3D halal printed beef.
Oh, thank you, Nora. Thank you.
I get
it mixed up.
Oh yeah, Ray. Remember you saying that. Anyways, guys.
I actually have used a Drank Muscle Milk, and it is pretty good. It's not bad. As far as like protein drinks go, it's definitely one of the ones that I think is a more tolerable taste. I know some people don't like it, but I don't. I think it's fine, and it's affordable too. It's fairly priced as far as protein powders go. So yeah, can't go wrong with that one.
Yeah, but I got some Flow Waters. Oh yeah, Cocoa Pickles.
I do like the taste of
You
it.
think mommy is cringe?
Oh wow, that could be it.
Yeah, I wouldn't call my mom mommy, but I call her Smee. Some people think that's weird. I love you. Okay, I'm going to put this away. Then I have to go somewhere. I'm gonna go on Kick after. Smee is epic. Oh, listen to the song? Okay. Hey, Larry. Oh my gosh, we thought you were missing. And I was just getting off. I'm going to go on Kick. I don't like real cheese on Hamburger Helper.
All right, so this is almost over. We got like 10 seconds left. You know what? I'm still awake. I think we're gonna watch a little bit of the other Rosie vid that I have. We're not gonna be able to watch the whole thing because I know I'm gonna get tired pretty soon. But let's watch a little bit of that while I still got some stamina left.
Guys, hold your stories for Kick, Larry. I'll see you guys in a little bit over there, okay? Bye, guys. Thanks for being in.
All right, so I got another Rosie. She did a live stream today, and I watched some of it earlier. I was able to preview some of it, and there was a good chunk of it that was just her just kind of like raging, and just maybe not raging is not the right word, but there was a good chunk where she just like kind of just got really upset at the audience, or excuse me, the reaction channels and the reactors, and she just accused us of being terrible people and liars, and you know how she does. But she also does some cooking, and her cooking is always nasty. So I want to start off with that. And Rosie's cooking is, I was thinking the other day, Rosie talks about she likes to cook as like it's a hobby or a passion of hers. Rosie cooks like an alcoholic tends bar. You know, like if an alcoholic has a bar at home and they have a bunch of different drinks, and they like to, you know, make drinks, they like to tend bar, it's just an excuse to drink. Rosie's cooking is the same thing. She likes to cook, but it's always just to eat. Like she never cooks and then makes the food for somebody else, you know? Like she doesn't cook a food to give to somebody else. I mean, if she does, it's only because she has so much for herself that she has extra. Let me get the volume up here. I can't hear anything. Okay, the volume is so quiet on this. Hopefully you can hear it. All right, let me get it loaded up.
Right now, even if you're hating, thank you for the view. And if you're here and you're not hating, thank you for being here because I'm glad you're here. Truly.
Hopefully you can hear this volume.
I'm pulling it a minute early. This looks very done to me. I'm going to go ahead and drain.
And if it is a little bit too quiet, I can lower my own volume a little bit to balance it.
A portion of this using the same colander.
Is anybody here familiar with Warhammer 40,000? Probably not. I know it's mostly a guy thing. But there is a monster in that game that's called a Great Unclean One. And it reminds me of Rosie. It looks just like her. It's like this giant, like monstrous, like slug looking thing.
Do about half a cup of liquid. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Yeah. All right. About half a cup of liquid. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the sauce I made. moving quick.
So she's making some kind of ramen here, and she added some sauce to it. I'm not sure exactly what was in the sauce, but this ramen recipe reminds me a lot of Foodie's ramen. And I don't know about you folks. I'm not like a fan of ramen in general because it is very fattening. Once in a while, I will have some ramen soup. But I found that there's like different ramens. Like some of them seem to be a little better quality than others. Like some of them seem to be I don't know. It's just hard to describe. But I found some of them like, I hate to say it, but it seems like the more expensive ones seem to be a little better quality. But regardless, ramen by itself is already pretty fattening because the noodles are fried in oil. Well, look at the she's adding here. Just bags of cheese and other crap.
I really appreciate the people that give me a chance to show them who I am. That's all.
We take it. We know who you are.
I'm gonna do like
Java, yes, she looks like Java.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Miss Nat. Somebody bought one for her.
Actually, wait, Rosie. If it's a little too much broth, oh no, just add a little more cheese. Damn. Hey,
Somebody actually bought it for her.
Cheese. Yeah. This
One of
smells
her viewers.
so good. Holy shit. I'll check back in the comments in a minute, y'all.
Yeah, every now and then you can splurge on something fancy. I get what you mean though. Splurge like a caloric splurge. I gotcha.
Yeah, this is a little. I could actually stud to got rid of a little bit more of the broth.
This is just all like oil and cheese and stuff. She doesn't even tell us exactly how much is going in. But okay, I'm going to do an estimate on this, and I could be off because I don't really like know exactly what's in here. But if a pack of ramen is on average 500 calories, when she adds that extra cheese in there and the extra mayonnaise and stuff, it's got to be
This one. This bowl's
900
massive.
calories there.
I've actually never used it before.
1,000.
But we're gonna end up sharing this. I already texted him about it. Okay.
And anybody else notice she talks about sharing food with her brother or with Remy? Sharing just means making a meal for herself and giving them like 2 spoons of it.
So here's the main other part of my meal, because like again, like I said, I'm not gonna eat this whole thing. Small sweet potato. We're gonna
I bet that's good. Never actually
that.
had that though. I'm with you there, Glitter Files.
do just like this much butter.
Just a little butter, because she's already added like a pound of cheese. And I hate, when I talk about Rosie's video making, why is she filming her girth? The bowl is completely off the screen. The ingredients are completely off the screen. Even her face is off the screen. Like, what the heck is this even filming?
Oh, yeah.
It's just a perfect view of the sandbags.
Like a scoopity scoop. Oh, hey,
Without
perfect timing,
comment.
bud.
Of course, yeah. Get the camera angle, Rosie, because the other camera angle wasn't good. Thank you for giving us a better one.
So perfect timing.
This is so much better.
I'm calling this Korean ground beef. If you want to just take a little nibble and do something with it, you're welcome to have some. It's literally just like flavored with like Asian flavorings as ground beef. So I don't know how you'll feel texture-wise about that. However, you just pulled up as I was about to put the ramen in your. I am using your ramen bowls. I hope that's cool with you, right? Cool. I've never used it before. I don't think you care. Okay.
So let's get a look at this now. We're fine. And what's really funny is she already finished cooking it almost, and we're finally gonna maybe get a look at it now. So we can finally see what it looks like.
Cheesy carbonara spicy chicken ramen.
This looks disgusting. This looks like over 1,000
Okay.
calories
Yeah,
of
this is
slop.
Way too big of a bowl for this.
Ugh. I thought Glitter and Lasers bikini video was disgusting. This is like right up there. This could make anybody go on a diet.
Okay.
Like sometimes I struggle like with eating healthy, and other times I watch Rosie and it becomes very easy. It is so full of cheese, it's solidified. It's practically just like a solid, like, puddle of gunk. It just looks like a puddle of putty. It literally looks like vomit. Literally. Like, where's Amber when you need her?
For one pack of ramen.
Literally.
But that looks amazing. Thank you, Paige.
Whoever said it looks amazing is a troll.
Let me try that real quick. Are you gonna want your own pair of chopsticks or a fork? Fork. Okay. That's a nice bowl. He uses it all the time.
Are you going to give him his own portion of food as well?
So this is for you. Just gonna try a bite first and see how I feel. It smells incredible, bro.
I think maybe she's using that loophole where if there's only her and Levi living there, then technically a family-sized meal is only big enough for her because, like, technically they're a family, right? Right? So family-sized meal for two? I don't know.
Right now it's just noodles. I'm having a sweet potato with the Asian ground beef.
And a sweet potato with the Asian ground beef. So she's got well over 1,000 calories of noodles and cheese. That's got to be 1,200 plus calories, the amount of cheese and grease that's in there. And then she's got the sweet potato plus the beef. That doesn't even really look that bad. But when you combine it together, you're looking at least 1,600 calories.
Beef. He was here in the beginning of the live. He's gone. He's doing something with his day. Oh, can you actually hand me the Diet Coke, Levi? I'll let that sit for a second.
Speeding it up just a teensy bit.
I just took it off the stove. Have you tried that Mountain Dew yet?
Oh yeah.
She could fit the bottle between her inner cleavage without touching either of her boobs on either side. Like there's enough space in between to fit the entire bottle. Look at that.
Okay. Are you gonna have one now?
She's using her cleavage as a bottle rest.
I just want to try it. I don't want to hold. Myself.
She's using her boob as a bottle rest.
But I would like a sip. It's like blue raspberry flavored Mountain Dew, right? I just want to try it. Thank you for sharing. That's good. That's good. Thank you. I'll wait till after I try the ramen.
Well, welcome in, Giselle. Good to see you. Oh, I didn't even see that. I skipped the beginning, so I'll just have to take your word on that one.
Okay. That's delicious.
I can't chew on my
It looks like she's stroking out. Like even like she's just the amount of salt is just like sending her into a convulsion.
Oh yeah.
For me, I prefer my noodles not being normal.
Oh yeah. You want them sauced. Oh shit. Well, they're really good. They're just cheesy. That's right. You don't like mac and cheese. Fuck. I didn't think about that.
When have you ever thought about somebody else when you were cooking? And that's not for the audience. I'm talking about Rosie.
This flavor is incredible. It's like, yeah, I should have not done the last little dab, and I think it would have been perfect.
What a rush.
Really?
Would you like a few more bites? I don't want this whole thing even as a leftover by myself.
I can't blame you. Here you are.
You don't?
If
Okay,
it's
here,
too much,
thank you.
I understand.
All right. Well, let me try this real fast. Because this is what I'm really excited about.
Double carbs.
Okay.
Now, I wanted to try this together.
I was doing my my Legion of Doom wrestlers impression.
Oh, that's really good. That's better, actually. All right.
This is
So
just
here's
so
what I'm gonna do.
disgusting to me. And I can be a bit of a picky eater, but this to me is a good example of what I always like to say. If you're going to be heavy and you're going to overeat, eat something tasty. If you're just going to eat junk and garbage and whatever, you're going to be really fat and you're not even going to be happy getting there. This is like punishment. Like the thought of eating this food just to gain weight from this kind of stuff is like punishing.
1, 2, and I will eat this another time because
Yeah, as soon as the camera goes off.
I like it a lot more than I thought it would, to be honest with you.
She likes it more than she thought she would. Well, how little did you think you would like it?
Oh, real quick, let me rinse these so I don't get fucked up. I will tell you this.
State of it.
Since going to Texas, I picked up really great habits because my boyfriend is a very clean person. And being around him for that long.
She's picked up great habits like washing her body. She's picked up great habits like toweling off her neck.
Well, it did me some good. Let me tell you. I'm just trying to get better at it, honestly. O'clock, I've got shit to do today.
I'm going to fast forward just a little.
What's going on? Who's annoying? Are we infighting? What's happening? Oh, guys.
Her hair is already looking greasy again.
It's not too spicy to where I can't enjoy it. It just hits. Hey, y'all, like, stop with the infighting or people are going to get timed out. Holy shit, you've been around since Periscope days?
I'm going to fast forward just a little bit because I think she starts like going off on reactors, but I think she takes like just a little time to get there. So I'm going to fast forward like 10 minutes. Maybe not 10. Let's see. 8. Let's see if she gets to the part. I want her to go off. I want to hear her
Not my
rage.
words. All right, color sign the fuck out of it, though. Yeah. But I haven't been watching them. I don't know what they're up to. I don't know what the current narratives are. I haven't seen a single thing about all the Texas vlogs. I don't want to because I love my boyfriend and he's amazing and he's the best thing that's ever happened to me. He's the kindest, sweetest soul. I love him so much and he loves me. And
I don't know if he's as far as like how much he loves you or not, but I will say this. Remy seems like a decent guy, especially considering the kind of guys who Rosie has described dating in the past. He just seems like just a decent kid. Like doesn't seem to be like manipulative or cruel or, you know, he just seems like a very just regular, just kind of normal guy. The only thing about him that like I said, he's got terrible taste in women and he's a feeder. But other than that, he seems like a relatively okay guy.
they are going to do anything they can to disprove that, to demean it, to
She's got a snackable grill.
to make fun of me. I think I know well enough from my own comment section. So my comments, Hannah. I've gotten so many comments about the onions, and it's like me and Remy were literally laughing about it because he loved the quiche. He likes onions. I was razzing him because
Well, if he washes his hands once a day and he doesn't have like an offensive smell, then he certainly could be a good influence on her.
I'm the kind of person where I want to put a pile of garlic and onion in my food. That's a little abhorrent to the average person. I was just razzing. We were like
You smell like a pile of onion and garlic when you enter the room.
gesturing. Hello, human being with feelings. I like your username. We were just we were just joking. I genuinely was like so baffled by the feedback. Like I was like, you're just miserable. You guys are miserable.
No, that's fair. Like, I don't, to be fair, you probably have seen more of him than I have. Here you are. And I will say that it's good to have differences of opinion. I don't know the guy very well, but the little bit I've seen, I have a generally positive opinion of him. But I am keeping an open mind. Like, I wouldn't argue with you. I mean, I'm more than willing to hear you out.
Miserable people. Like, we're laughing and joking with each other, and it's, oh, you're a horrible boyfriend or a horrible girlfriend. You don't like. Oh, it's not your relationship. Jesus. Like, it's just not that serious.
I heard she finally uploaded a new one. I don't usually cover Amber that much, but I did hear she finally uploaded one. I check her out like every few weeks. I give her a look, but I will go see what's up though. Probably not tonight though.
If you can't acknowledge that the points that are being parroted by the reaction channels don't filter to my comments, and you're just choosing to be ignorant, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, if you believe those reaction channels, if you believe those false narratives, you're just choosing to be ignorant.
Yeah. Well, if you guys don't like the reaction channels and you're recommended, what I did that worked was I just kept hitting do not recommend this channel until they all stopped. And it does eventually stop. Hey, Alex. Good to see you, love. Yeah, I wasn't being mean to him. Jesus. Oh, yeah. And when I said hand it to me with the tongue.
I will concede that YouTube can be very obnoxious with recommending videos. Like YouTube's recommendations, I really am frustrated with the recommendations I get. Like I get recommendations for videos that are just obnoxious, just straight up obnoxious videos I would never want to watch. Like stuff like it's always racially divisive type stuff. Like it's always something about black people or white people or Asian people. And it's why is YouTube pushing these kind of videos? Like, I don't get it. But that's a whole different subject.
It's Lord have mercy, man. I'll make sure next time. Please, sir, may I have those tongues? Thank you so much, sire. Goddamn. Get a fucking hobby. What time is it? Oh, cool. I got an hour and 20 minutes. Sick. Okay, I feel good. I honestly could probably stand to eat a little bit more, but I don't want it to be ramen.
I agree with you.
Ooh, an apple would be good. An apple has fiber. That'd be good. I should have an apple. I'm gonna have an apple. Yeah. I'm still a little hungry. Especially for me. I didn't eat a lot just now. But I don't want to eat the whole pack of ramen. I just don't. So.
You don't want to eat the whole pack of ramen? I don't believe that, Rosie. I think you just don't want to eat the whole pack on camera at this moment. And the second the camera goes off, you're going to. So she's going to really start going off about her self-diagnosis in a moment. Let me fast forward just to drop.
There's so little to criticize on my content. That's what they have to. Again, it was never that deep. It was never that deep. But there's so little to criticize on my content. That's what they have to criticize.
There's just nothing to criticize. I can't find anything about her to criticize.
I delete nasty shit. That's why. I mean, I still leave up a good bit of it, to be fair, but I delete nasty shit 100%. People lying on my name, people insulting me and my boyfriend, absolutely not. Get the fuck out of here. You don't get to say what you want without consequence. This is not this channel is not a democracy. I make the rules.
I just think it's worth mentioning that your effort to silence people, all it does is give them is validate them. Because if you don't have anything to fear from what people are saying, you're not going to go out of your way to silence them. And I get what the point of not wanting to be drowned out with a sea of annoyance. Everybody's just shouting, it's annoying. But when you try to hide comments, it usually just makes you look like you're trying to hide the truth. And if it's not the truth, then what are you afraid of?
Every channel should be that way. It's my channel, my life.
Exactly.
Okay.
That too, Nutty. It could just be that.
This needs to go back over there too. And then let me finish. I'm gonna give myself a little more Diet Coke too, I think.
I think that's the problem. I think I watch too much different stuff. Because like I'll watch music videos and then I'll watch like a crime documentary and then I'll watch like something about like the history of like some foreign country, and then I'll watch something about animals. I watch too much different stuff, so YouTube doesn't know what to give me. So they're always giving me some, I don't know. It feels like I'm getting something different always. Like I'm always getting different recommendations.
Oh, the reaction channels also tend to conveniently edit out all my cleaning I do on live too. By the way. I'm assuming they still do that. Like, please.
Oh, that guy's depressing. If anybody needs a,
That's honestly
if anyone needs somebody to show like how alcohol can just be very destructive and horrible for somebody, look at that guy. That guy, he's destroyed himself with drink.
conversation about them.
Sad to see.
Yeah, everyone has a right to curate their comment section. Other creators do the same thing. Exactly. Yeah. Also, my mods delete shit I don't even see.
I'll agree with you on that. It actually fits her okay. It's not like exposing herself. It's a decent fitting item.
I forgot what day it was, but someone messaged me and was like, "Hey, by the way, I just like cleaned up a lot of your comments because they were like crazy today," and I was like, "Thank you, like for letting me know." So. And a lot of people love to say I'm lying about, because I'm fucking not, about being self-determined autistic, and then when I exhibit the behaviors and actions that of which fall under the window of autism, I am just a rude bitch.
I think you're more of a performative faker, but but it's still this, but I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Throwing that one out there too. We're gonna get a little divisive and controversial today. Just throwing that out there too. Like, good God.
This is what I find Rosie really annoying. Like, I don't care that she's fat. I really don't. I don't care that she's that she's immature, at least to an extent. I don't care about that. I don't care that she is as an immature relationship with her boyfriend, whatever. But what I don't like is when she does this whole LARP, pretending to have all these illnesses and conditions, and then starts going off on people who don't believe her, and it's just that is when she really is dislikable, unlikable.
Yeah, that's enough. Bitch, that was rude.
Very well put, Glitter Files.
Excuse me.
Oh, she's also crude, not just rude, but she's crude. Yeah, right? The way she said that. Yeah, if I act weird or I act rude, well, that's just because I have autism. It's not because what? What she really like? That is kind of rude. Now that you point that out. Yeah, that's really obnoxious that she would say that. Wow, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, Lord have mercy. What have I had today? I woke up, I had a protein bar.
That sounds a little like mine.
What did I have for breakfast? Oh, I had the wontons from my wonton soup. And then this.
You know what I think it might be sometimes? I think because sometimes I'll watch like shows. They have those shows where they'll have like people debating each other. Like they'll have like 10 men debating 10 women. I think because I watch those stupid shows sometimes, I think that's why I get like these divisive, like angry men yelling at women type videos, women yelling at men type videos. I don't even know how I end up with all that crap, but I do.
So, like, I woke up at like 6. I didn't want to like actually eat because I wanted to wait a couple hours to have like my actual like breakfast. I'm not even gonna lie, half the shit reaction channels say stuff about, I'm like, oop, well, I'm like that too, / or I've done that too, haha, I bet they're actually a huge majority of their audience, to be honest. I am diagnosed with ADHD as well as PMDD, PTS, no, sorry, not PMDD, scratch that, nope, MDD, sorry.
Oh, somebody in the chat asked her a very good question. They said, Rosie, you're so intent on wanting this autism diagnosis, presumably so you can get treatment for your autism. But why is it that you have a diagnosis for ADHD and you have a diagnosis for, severe obesity, but you don't want to do anything diabetes? That's what they said. You have a diagnosis of ADHD and diabetes, but you won't do anything to treat those conditions. So why is it you want this diagnosis for autism so badly? And that, of course, got deleted.
Sorry. ADHD, MDD / PDD, which are technically the same disorder. PTSD. And there's probably other shit. But those are the main ones. Those are the ones that affect my daily life.
Yes, you can. Actually, Glitter Files, I will demod you after the stream, but I will. Don't worry. You're not going to be responsible for moderating the chat.
Yeah. I knew I was ADHD for a long time. I got it like I got like an official psychological assessment in 2023. I had already been diagnosed with PTSD multiple times at that point, but the PTSD was kind of a not shit Sherlock moment for me when we figured that out.
Rosie's PTSD diagnoses are complicated for me because on one hand, PTSD, it's a real thing. It's a terrible thing. And, I'm not going to, if she certainly seems like she may have it. But I guess what I find confusing is that she talks so much about having undergone all these different traumas and all these things. But then she has like the most littlest, most insignificant, like somebody will say something to her online, like, you don't have autism, they'll say. And she's like, that is the most traumatic thing I've ever experienced was people telling me I don't have autism. And it's like, that's the most traumatic thing you've ever experienced? Like, then what did your PTSD come from? like I guess that's what I'm, I mean, maybe she's just being hyperbolic, but she always says like the most traumatic thing is when people say they don't believe I have autism. And I'm like, if that's the most traumatic thing you've ever dealt with, then all right, whatever.
Yeah. I believe I have the symptoms for it. I am not diagnosed with it, so I don't really talk about it or discuss it. And quite frankly, it's been a long time since I've had to deal with that anyway. So once I have insurance and stuff, that is something I want to get into.
And I'm going to call her out for saying she doesn't have insurance. As a Florida citizen, you are eligible for insurance. It's presuming you don't make over a certain amount of money. I don't know exactly what the cutoff is, but I doubt Rosie is above that cutoff. Unless she's making a lot of money that she's not declaring, she is eligible for insurance in the state of Florida. What precisely it covers as far as diagnoses, that's a whole different story. But for her to say that she doesn't have insurance and she can't get insurance, I don't understand why she can't as a Florida resident.
But, I'm not discussing any visitation stuff about me and Remy or, visiting each other's stuff. It's really tiring, constantly have to force yourself to focus. My husband can't function easily without help. Same. Yeah, I completely relate to that.
That is a good question, Eliza. If Rosie like just attacks an alligator and takes a bite out of it, would the alligator get coverage at a local hospital, or would it have to pay? That's a good question. That's a good question. I am not sure if an alligator would be covered if Rosie attacked it.
Absolutely. They are weird AF for it. I would love to get some fingerless gloves like that, though, styling and profiling. Hell yeah. He gets them really cheap on Amazon. So
I did try apples and honey. I didn't love that combo, like, personally. I got adult diagnosed on the spectrum. I've had lots of mental health struggles.
And Jizzo, that is a very valid point as well. I mean, most people, that's not, you know, we take it for granted that most people are being straight up. But Rosie has a history of fabrication. She's a fantasist. She's somebody who kind of just plays fast and loose with the truth. So I don't see why she would do any differently in a medical setting. I could see her just making stuff up and telling the doctor whatever. And the doctor, you know, basically has to take you at your word. So just, you know, getting a diagnosis by itself is not comprehensive, is not the same thing as it's not necessarily comprehensive diagnosis. Let me say it like that.
Oh, absolutely, Whimsy. And my goal is to, in the future, have the resources to be able to see the proper specialist I would need to sort that out for certain. I know. As soon as I said Remy visitation, I was like, that's not the right word. Like, you're visiting him in prison. Exactly. We more so watch stuff together. I listen to him play music, or like if he's doing one of his many crafty things, I'll watch him do that. Yeah, it was bomb, M2. I enjoyed it very much, to be honest. My husband wants me to get tested for autism, but I don't know where to start.
Oh, and somebody also mentioned, and I think this is a valid question, they keep saying to Rosie, why do you want this diagnosis so badly? What is this diagnosis going to provide to you? And I don't know if we're going to get to the end. We're not going to get to the end of this stream. But I know, but later on in the stream, she says, the reason I want it is so that they'll have to stop bullying me. Yeah, she thinks that that's going to be her secret weapon to fight the quote trolls. Rosie, just so you may not realize this, but a good number of the people who you call trolls are themselves diagnosed with autism. So I don't think they're going to necessarily change their opinion just because you can get a diagnosis.
Alien, so what I would recommend is looking into finding a psychologist that specializes in adults with autism. Even better if they have like a lean towards adult women, AFAB, because I've done a lot of research into this over the years, like so much research, not just the countless TikTok videos, just like actual, you know, like
not just the cat. That took me a second to register. She's done a lot of research, y'all, not just watching TikTok videos. She's done like a lot of research. She also read Wikipedia.
Cool forums and papers and just.
Oh, and she went to Reddit. Don't forget that. She trolled Reddit.
And take just so much research. Did so much research.
Like comprehensive, like professional level research. Not just TikTok videos, but also Wikipedia and Reddit.
On this topic. And there is just a chronic issue because, I mean, our American healthcare system is so fucked. And if, again, you can't acknowledge that, you're blind to the reality of where we live.
Oh, and that actually makes a lot of sense. I could totally see Roz wanting to be diagnosed with something so badly that she's going to, you know, performatively convince herself that she has it and mimic the associated condition. I mean, she already says that her behavior when she's being, quote, a bitch, that's actually just her autism coming out. So she's already decided she is autistic, and she's going to mimic the behaviors until we give her the diagnosis. At least that's what we're seeing.
It is very, very, very difficult to be taken seriously. I think, especially because I think the new way it's set up is like the autism 1 and 2. I'm a little less familiar with that, but I believe the way that that's structured, it would be more the lower support needs is autism 1. Again, don't quote me on this. And so when you have what seems to be lower support needs, when actually they're just different needs, you can be taken less seriously. So
I don't think I can take you any less seriously.
I'm not discussing what I'm doing regarding my health and the details of it on the internet right now.
Except for your autism. That you'll discuss all day long. You'll discuss your potential autism diagnosis. You'll discuss your mental health all day. You'll discuss your relationship health all day. But discuss your actual physical health, that's off limits.
I'm a hardcore researcher too, LOL. It's actually a hobby of mine. You are so right about the mental health system. It's tricky to get the appropriate care, help, and diagnosis, which is that's why I think it is truly so disgusting to me. I've gotten to the point where I've stopped being sad about it, and I'm just disgusted at how people handle the conversation with me and autism and the way, because I've never claimed to be diagnosed, and I've said that over and over and over again. I've only stated how it's impacting me and how treating myself like I'm autistic literally saved my life and saved me from continuing
literally saved her life. Literally saved. Treating herself as autistic literally saved her life. Okay, she's gonna tell us now, I guess, how this happened, because it doesn't make a lick of sense.
That made me a shitty friend and saved me from continuing patterns that made me a shitty friend and a shitty person in a lot of dynamics, and using reparentification techniques through the lens of using reparentification
techniques. I have never heard that term before. Never heard that before. Is that a pseudoscientific term, or is it something I've never heard?
Using reparentification techniques through the lens of treating myself like I was autistic in the ways that I needed as a child changed my life.
When did this happen? Because I haven't noticed any change in you.
And so for like the past year, I stopped talking about it. I started masking so much harder. I started trying to mute myself down so people would leave me alone about it. And I'm done doing that.
That is so good to hear. I'm so glad that Roz is finally done putting other people first. I'm glad that she's no longer going to be concerned about the feelings of strangers on the internet. Now it's finally going to put herself first. She's finally going to be concerned with what she needs instead of being a people pleaser.
So I will forever stand 10 toes down on where I'm at with that. And yeah, that's how I feel about that.
I've never heard that before in my life. Reparentification. It's a new one. We're going to be winding it down. We're going to be winding it down pretty soon, but we're going to run it just a little bit more.
You're so rude comments and shit. I watch it back and I'm like, I'm not being rude. I'm just being direct. And I'm being like, I didn't say please that one time. Okay, sue me. Whatever. Let me see. I knew I had it before I was ever diagnosed. Exactly. Just because someone hasn't been diagnosed or maybe never will doesn't disqualify their own awareness of themselves, and they are allowed to talk about it. Thank you. I will never claim to be actually autistic, like actually diagnosed, unless I am actually diagnosed. So, girls get overlooked for it most of their lives. Exactly. As it is because ultimately all these people, like all these shitty ass people who have been doing what they're doing on this topic, if they were to admit that I was right, they'd have to admit that they were bullying an autistic adult.
But what if we don't even care? First of all, I don't care if you have autism or not, Rosie, because I don't think you do. But if you, God forbid, you got this diagnosis, I don't think it would make any difference. I don't believe you have this. And even if you, according to a doctor, you do have this, you're still the same person. It's a distinction without a difference.
Just saying. We know ourselves more than anyone else does, in my honest opinion. Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is that Ari Shell?
I think so. She wants to
Never
accuse
really
us.
heard
I think she wants to try to go after us for some kind of a hate speech thing. She wants to say that we're bullying a disabled person, so it's hate speech. That's the only thing I could think of. Because why else would she be so obsessed with this? Maybe that's her logic. She thinks that she can legally go after us because it's hate speech, because we're bullying the disabled.
Being referred to as a choice. It's not. If I said it's a choice, I definitely don't think I worded that right, because that's not what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say is that that's the other thing about being live is sometimes my wording is just not optimal. I wasn't conscious of it at the time, right? I wasn't. This is upon reflection. That's the first thing I want to say. I wasn't conscious of it at the time, because when I look back, like it kind of for me, it started when I made the like I lost 100 pounds video, and then I kind of had like an internal freak out, and it was this like slow progression where I just kind of buried my head in the sand and I gained my weight back, and
that must be just probably like about 2 years ago, because that's when she started really gaining the weight back.
And then just a lot of shit was happening. I started getting treated worse because I wasn't losing weight anymore, and I wasn't handling it that great. And then just like lots of drama was happening. I was being toxic. I was involved in places where my nose didn't belong. I was involved in places where I shouldn't have been. I was involved in shit that had nothing to do with me. I inserted myself in things for my own reasons.
She's talking about, I think she's talking about when she tried to go at Foodie and tried to become a Gorl World reactor kind of thing.
That only ended up hurting me more in the long run. And then I also, on top of that, had all the fucking crazy psychopath weirdos doing what they're doing. And just then December happened. And at that point I was just dragging ass. I was jaded. I was angry. I was hurt. I was lonely. I was scared.
And now everything is totally different. She's nothing like that anymore, folks. It's a completely different girl now. She's fixed everything because she's treating herself like she's autistic.
Because of shit happening. And then something snapped in me after the incident on my brother's birthday. Something snapped. I haven't been the same person since. And it's been, we're getting close to 5 months.
You know what, folks? I'm starting to get wind down myself a little. I think it's time I'm going to slow it down a little bit, get some rest.
And I'm not going to let anybody take that away from me either. Exactly, alien. It can be both an unconscious.
Actually, I think I remember hearing about that. I think it was like a sweat lodge thing. I think I may have heard that story and somebody tragically lost their life.
Way to protect oneself, or a choice when feeling triggered, or not wanting to show tendencies they think would be undesirable / not accepted by others. Yeah, that's a great way of wording it, Paige. Thank you.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's a choice. It's not no.
And I'll just say here, I don't have any, I don't have any strong opinion for or against people's religions. I try to stay away from that. Everybody's welcome here. I'm just going to say it like that. I have no critique on anybody's religion. You're free to worship as you choose in this chat. So, and with that, I think I'm going to wind it down. So let me put on my little bumper, and I'm going to wish you all a good night. So thank you everybody for coming out tonight, but I need to get a little bit of rest myself. You've been a fantastic audience as always. Thank you to The Glitter Life for coming through, sharing that link. Be sure to go check her out. Her link was posted earlier. I'll post it once more. And I'm going to start saying goodnight to everybody. So let me get this loaded up. Yes, everybody, check out the Glitter Files. Excuse me, the Glitter Files. That's the name. Sorry, I misspoke her name. The Glitter Files 69. Here we go. Yeah, everybody. So everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you so much, everybody who came out here. All my mods, Nutty, Alizu, Jamie. Very much appreciated. Canada Cool, I know you're lurking out there. Thank you. Hope you have a great night also. Here you are. Thank you for coming out tonight. Jizzo, hope you have a great night. Nutty, oh, you too? Very much. Thank you very much, everybody. And hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you all for coming by. Hippie East, I saw you earlier. I know I missed a bunch of people. But yeah, thank you all for coming by. Hope you have a great night, and I will see y'all next week. Or I'll see you this Saturday. That's right. Members only stream this Saturday. See y'all then. The rest of y'all, see y'all next week.